we have it to ourselves. I never know when it started.
This is your live.
I can't, there's nobody there to ask if they can hear it. Oh, I better stop doing that because that probably makes a noise, doesn't it? Where's the microphone when you wear this rubbish? Fuck moves.
Right.
Apparently, if you swear in the first 5 minutes, the algorithms don't show it to people, so that's probably where we're going wrong. Oh, we've got 4 people! Sorry, 4 people.
Right, can they hear us?
Yeah, can you hear us? They might not be able to chat in the chat box.
If you're a chatter, Pat, can you hear us? Because I can't, I'm not getting stuff back in the ear. Or...
What do you mean stuff in your ear? Ego Shredder, DJ,
Yay.
Can you hear us, guys?
Great to see you.
Can you actually hear us? Hi, Cosmic. Can anybody hear? Is anybody there? It's like a seance.
You know that microphone thing on the StreamYard, did it accept?
Can you hear us? Type it. Can. Oh. I didn't have to do the sign language. They can hear.
All right. Good.
Should we just forget the last? Oh, Connor's shouting for the kitchen. Oh, thanks. No, but that's because he's in the kitchen. That's got nothing to do with it.
Hello,
oh my God! Hi, Green Tea. Well, as you can tell, it's going to be as professional as always. It's more professional when he does it by himself.
Why do I need a microphone? Why do I need a headset?
Well, why do we need a headset? We don't. Well, that's in case. We were being all professional. We listened to ourselves. And you're sat.
I thought something wasn't quite right.
You said I can't hear anything. Oh my God. Okay, can we just rewind the last, how many minutes have we been doing this nonsense? Can we just like start again?
Yeah.
Leah's looking lush tonight. Yeah, looking bloody lush tonight.
He is looking bloody lush.
Fucking lipstick on there, mate.
Yeah. Bloody lush, mind.
Do you want to know why? Because I've been up since 5 o'clock doing questions, and I got my questions done by about 6. So I had time to put my lipstick on, Ego Shredder.
I didn't have time to put my lipstick on because I was still doing the questions.
If we don't have these in our ears and down there, can you still hear us?
We never put them in the ears unless...
We got a guest. We might have Cosmic in a minute. Yeah, look at me. Oh, Linda. Look, Linda, trait face. Can't put it. Right, should we just get professional now?
Yeah, all right.
Hi, Linda. Right, we're being professional now. So, we're gonna interview ourselves because we're egotistical maniacs. Am I right? Oh my God, I've lost my phone, and that's where the questions are.
It's just there.
See, I've got it. Nobody panic. Yeah.
Seamless.
You know. Right. What time? It was only 4 minutes past. It was only 4 minutes. It's rubbish. Which is pretty good for us. So, as you know, I used to do this, didn't I, back in January? I was here all the time giving it all that. It got annoying after a while. And then the summer come. And I turn into this, I don't like the summer. So I just can't be bothered with it. So I walk around in my flip-flops or something and just let him get on with it. But it felt quite autumnal. Look, I've got my autumn leaf lights. Do you have caught Stephen Greer, Sandra? Yes, I have, yeah. I could have said something about his tight trousers then, but I won't.
Just as well. Yeah.
So I felt quite autumnal, so I thought, right, I'm gonna come back on the big screen.
We've missed you. Your presence has been...
Oh yeah, oh I can imagine, yeah. What with your chatting shit about stones all the bloody time. I thought we'd give you all a bit of a chance to not listen to Stones. It's good, I love it.
I like the Stones and the Beatles.
Have you seen this new disco? Have you seen this new disco dancing? It's outrageous.
Yeah, who thought that?
Don't care. The thing is, with Mark, if I come up with a really kind of, when I'm on a bipolar high and I come up with an idea and I say to Mark, it's not my fault that he does it, is it? I can't be blamed for all of it, can I?
I was consent.
It's not my fault.
There was some sort of consent. I'm not quite sure.
Coercion is illegal these days.
I think coercion rather than consent.
It's coercion.
More coercion than consent.
I feel more professional with these in my ears.
Yeah, but you can't hear.
I don't know.
It's all muffled because we're just talking to each other.
I think you need to be louder because we're far away.
We're talking to ourselves.
God, he's so over the top.
Bloody hell.
Right, I think you need to be louder. Does Mark need to be louder? I'm blind.
Maybe get your comments up on your phone. Oh, you're going to have to ask me questions anyway.
Right, I'm going to start asking questions, but I want you to shout. And so what we're going to do today, I decided, it's like I give you a choice. I decided I was going to do a quiz. We're both going to do a quiz. And then Mark's going to read a chapter out of his book and then explain what he's going on about.
It's not really a quiz as such, is it?
I bet they can't hear that, you know. Project.
Can people hear me?
Oh, it's not a quiz, it's just an interview.
Yeah. Ask me a question, my lovely. I think maybe we should just ask.
I think you need to speak up, mind.
Can people hear me?
I get all, hi Johnny, I get all like anxious about whether you can hear it because I've got a massive mouth. He's quite a quiet chap. So that we know damn well they can hear me, but can you hear him? Does it matter? He's just talking about fucking stones.
If you can't hear me answer, just make it up.
Yeah. Right, let's get on with the interview. So today, everybody, on the Crafty Diarist Tinfoil Hat News. Oh, loud and clear. Thanks, Ego. Shall I shut up?
Thank you, Ego. Get on with it.
So my special guest today, I want an introduction like this as well, mind.
Oh, crap.
Our special guest today is Mr. Mark Froud, who's a bit of a knobhead. But
Thank
I
you
love
for
him.
that brilliant introduction.
He's my knobhead. He's a what is it? What are you? A something scholar.
Independent scholar.
Independent scholar. It says on the back of the book.
Yeah.
He's an independent scholar.
That means nobody pays me any money for anything that I write.
He's an independent black woman of means. That's why I married him. Right, Connor's going to come in with some drinks in a minute, I expect. Okay, let's go. Seeing as they can hear you, and that's probably what we want them to do. Mark, hi, Mark.
Hi, Liz. Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Hi there, Mark.
Hello, Liz.
What did he say? I don't watch this sort of shit.
Like, just get on with a bloody question.
Oh, one. Question one.
Yeah.
Okay. Mark?
Yeah.
What are my best qualities? Only joking! What are your best qualities? That was a joke.
Oh Christ.
What are your best qualities? Are we supposed to look at each other or look at the thing?
Well, I'm going to look at the thing because people are tuning in.
And I don't want to see my double chin at that. So no, it's better that way. Yeah. It's better that way.
Talk to the camera.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Oh, God.
I'll sit like this.
I think I'm quite kind in general.
I'll tell you if you're wrong.
Fairly patient with people and give them time to do their thing.
What's he talking about? What people?
There you go. I've given you time to just say that. Right, that's it.
Are you saying you're patient with me? What, you've only got two qualities, patience and kindness.
Well, they're
quite important ones, to be fair. Have you got anything else? Are you just
going to list everything? No, exactly.
Oh, Jesus!
We'll go with those. Well, there you go. You can't be one extreme or the other. It's like, oh, we haven't given many. What you want to give more? How many you got?
What are your best qualities?
Well, it's one of those questions.
You're a fucking author. Surely writing's got to be in there. This isn't how they do it on the BBC, is it?
Yeah, well, I'm humble. All right, there's another one. I'm humble. See, that's one of my qualities, which then means that I don't say any of the others. That's a good answer, actually, because if you say you're humble, then you ain't got to say anything else.
Oh, it's quite a good answer, that, yeah.
Right, should we finish it now?
I feel weird talking to you, but you're there.
Right, keep going. Moving on.
You have got laser-focused research, Mark.
Who's that, then? Who said that?
Ego. We're both as blind as a fucking... I don't know why we spent £400 on these bloody glasses. We can't see fucking thing. Bloody Specsavers.
Oh, dear.
Right.
Well, that's another question. Where did you get your glasses? That's already given up now.
2.
Oh.
Mark.
Hello.
What are you most afraid of?
Being asked questions on...
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else then.
Well, yeah, I could obviously
What?
say you.
Then you'd be fucking sensible. Mark, what are you most afraid of? Now, these are serious questions. I don't want you to know.
All right. Just first thing that comes to mind, be embarrassing myself in public.
What the fucking hell are you doing? That's not true, is
He
it?
says that after being asked, well, not quite
You
naked.
got your nipples out, Mark.
I didn't get them out.
They were out. I tried to cover them up with 2 alien emojis.
Yeah, they weren't there dancing with me. They sort of got superimposed later.
If you haven't seen the video, Mark is the MAGA shaman with his nipples out. I never told him to get his nipples out. It's not my fault that whatever that thing.
You never told me to get my nipples out. You told me to take my t-shirt off, and then you put a mask around me. That's
what it's called. It's not my fault. It's too bloody small. So you can't. How can you say you're embarrassed of making a twat of yourself in public or whatever you said when you literally 2 hours ago made a complete twat of yourself? Well, there you go.
You're helping me to confront my greatest fears.
That's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's good, isn't it? Yeah. So your biggest fear is making a twat of yourself, and you do everything I tell you to do.
Make a twat of yourself.
I'm wondering if that is your biggest fear, then, Mark. Seriously.
Well, you said to say the first thing that comes into my head,
I did say that because we get a lot of bloody.
Because otherwise, I'll be going, oh, I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't think of an answer, and then you get angry with me, and you punch me.
I'm going to punch you in a minute.
And then it'll be violence, and then YouTube won't allow
it
unless it fits the agenda.
If I had a magic wand, what would you change about your life? That's a good question, that.
That's a very good question.
Past 5 in the morning, I wrote that.
Blimey. That's 12 hours ago. No, over 14 hours.
I'm going to bed.
What would I change? Oh my Christ!
About your life. Shall I get the egg timer?
Okay, now this is good. No, you're gonna punch me on this.
There's going to be a lot of punching.
Actually, I mentioned people are going to think I'm a victim of domestic abuse because you're going to punch me.
They're not going to think that. They've been watching us for bloody 4 years.
What are you most afraid of? Don't punch me, Liz. But no, in all seriousness, I wish I'd met you many years earlier than I did.
Oh, let's have a cuddle. Hold on, my back's hurting. Mind my back.
That's why I'm not embracing.
That's about as much as he's getting tonight. Right, 4.
Hello. Thor, hammer.
DJ gets up early as well. Oh my God, I can't help myself. Yeah. What motivates you to carry on in this madness? I don't mean this madness.
Yeah.
I mean the general madness of the world. I don't actually mean. I mean, there's madness in this house, mind.
Well, because there's still life to be lived. I still get enjoyment out of life, and I want to make the most out of life. So, not that I'm doing anything dramatic to fight it, but I think that it's important to at least speak out about things, or to just every now and then do something to sort of try and protest what's going on in little ways. So I think life is still important, and so it's worth living, and I try and make the most of it.
Hi, Mab.
Hi, Mab.
What is your 5? What is your earliest memory?
There's a couple probably about the same time that we've been about roughly like just before when my brother was born. So I think there was one. There was one, and I remember going to the hospital. One of my granddads had a bad accident. He was knocked off his bike by a van and almost died. And I remember going into the hospital with my parents, and I just remembered him being unconscious in bed with these sort of tubes up his nose.
So how old were you? That's not a nice memory, is it?
Well, it's not a nice memory, no.
God, my back's killing me in this bloody stupid thing.
So probably 3 or...
Bloody hell.
Well, so, yeah, because I think that was before my brother was born, so he was born
well,
roughly
that must have been terrifying.
Well, obviously made an impression on me, but And then there was another one. I think my mum was in hospital around the time of giving birth to my brother. I think both the pregnancies for me and my brother were a bit complicated. So, so she was in hospital for a bit. Just like a vague memory of being in the room with my dad and someone talking to my dad. In my head, I thought it was something like a health visitor or, you know, something like that, but someone talking to dad about mum being in hospital. It might have just been a friend or something. Very vague memory. But I suppose getting poncy about it, I'd say it was sort of like too powerful because there's sort of like mortality. Although my granddad thankfully didn't die, he lived for a good number of years after that.
So it was fear. It was imprinted on you.
Well, yeah, but so it was also, I guess, you talk about things about being aware of mortality, and in some not conscious way, that was that, and also about, you know, my brother was about to be born, and that sort of, you know, when you have, you know, sort of a sibling, another sort of version of yourself type thing. Anyway. 6.
Do you wish you had taken the blue pill?
No.
Honestly, we've had this conversation.
I honestly don't. I mean, even though you've said that before or asked that before, I don't think.
Why?
I think it would just. I don't know. I just. Want to know the truth, and I mean, you know, in some ways, you know, it might have protected me from something nasty happening if I had not realised things and taken things that, you know, through not being aware. But in general, I just think it's important to know the truth, and
even if it's a difficult pill to swallow, even if it's a hard truth, it's better to know it then.
Yeah, I would say so. I don't regret it. No.
Who is your favourite bullshit commentator at the moment? I don't mean their bullshit. I mean, you know, the bullshit. Who's your favourite truther commentator? I didn't want to say truther because I don't like that word. Ooh. Who are you currently tuning into or think is great?
I don't regularly tune in to anyone. Often I sort of...
Except Ben and Cosmic.
Obviously, yes. Indeed. I don't have a regular person that I listen to. Quite often I tend to listen to things when Liz puts them on and I'm in the room and I hear them that way. I still think quite recently, I think David Icke's been on the money. I'm not saying he's the only one. But I think a lot, particularly where he's saying not to get drawn into the right left, and I think it's true where he says that a lot of those people, particularly new people on the alternative scene, then suddenly seems to have gone down a certain route.
And they're
it does seem to be in a sort of controlled opposition way. I think he makes a lot of sense there. So I think it's good. And I've just thought, and she is stunning, totally non-woo, but Whitney Webb is amazing. And she just recently had an interview with Neil Oliver, which is good, I guess, because Neil Oliver's got probably a lot of followers maybe who weren't familiar with her, and, you know, who came sort of over from him, who, when he was mainstream, and then he was GB News, which was sort of semi-mainstream. And so anyway, she had a really brilliant interview with him. She's incredible.
That's been taken down now.
Well, not surprisingly, but also I've seen her on Twitter saying that the Times and other newspapers, mainstream media in Britain, have painted her as an anti-Semitic conspiracy, which is just the typical, obviously, criticism. But yeah, it's the kind of thing they throw.
Yeah, she's absolutely amazing, isn't she?
But yeah,
I think she used to be a gardener. I think that's what she said in that.
There you go, Nick. That's obviously, yeah. But yeah, she's absolutely superb. So, and I think she would be the best person. Like, if someone's a total normie, to direct her because she's completely non-woo and she's just incredibly researched, detailed.
DJ said there's some rumours about Ms. Webb regarding her funding that might suffice soon. What's that then? Because I don't get that vibe from her, but then I'm wrong about most things.
Yeah, I mean,
my next question actually is name one shill.
Oh Christ.
DJ. Jokes.
All right. I mean, yeah. I mean, okay. Just talking about new alternative media, I suppose it seems like Russell Brand is. I mean, it's one of those things where you still start to date yourself. I mean, obviously, all the stuff years back with you know, all these pop singer connections and all those sort of stuff. But the thing is, you know, his channel more recent, well, not long ago, was putting out a lot of stuff, and he was saying things that are right.
I started following the knobhead for the. I've been going, he's a shill, he's a shill, he's a shill for bloody 10 years or whatever. And I started following him, and then he turned into a Christian. I was like, what a twat! What a virtue signalling twat! But
I mean, the thing is, again, that has been pointed out by David Icke and some others. Like, you know, that like all of those new alternative media people all seem to do conversions into Christianity or stress Christianity as a thing at almost exactly the same time. So it just seemed to be like a bad thing. What's going on? What are you moving?
We got definitely Timmy Rubinstein.
I don't know. Oh, code. Yeah, right. Okay. Oh, yes. Well, yes. I mean, there's a number that could be mentioned, and he's definitely one. Yeah.
Whitney is known to work for the wrong side. What? The gatekeeper, if you will, makes the right noises, but leads people astray from those people responsible for the world's ills. I don't think she does that. I think she. That's why they're calling her an anti-Semite, because I think she does call it out, doesn't she?
Well,
I don't know.
I mean, I haven't got.
Who knows?
I mean,
JD Vance.
What about him? Oh well, there's
Green Tea saying.
Yeah.
Shillgate.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'd say he's just a mainstream. Well, I've never even heard of him.
Do you know who the biggest shill is? And I just want to punch him in his stupid little giggly girl face. Chucker Charlson, or whatever his name is. Chucky Charlson. What's his name? Tucker Carlson. He is the biggest fake news. Oh, I just get a real. Well, I wanted to join the CIA, but they wouldn't let me. Lies. And now all of a sudden he's it's the aliens. It's the aliens. Yeah, okay. Probably is. But taking you away from what's going. This is supposed to be your question.
Yeah, but we always sort of thought it would spark.
I think he's the biggest one, and he whenever he comes on and he's asked an awkward question, he goes, like I'm like, I just want to punch him in the face.
I mean, all these alternative. I mean, I've always said before, if they put out good information that's true information, and
my back,
millions of people watch it that don't normally watch, you know, that kind of stuff, then I think that's good. And I can see now where it does seem that they've all been corralled and then they've gone down a certain route, and it does seem to be funneling. And I know this will upset a lot of people because a lot of people do believe in Trump, but you know, it seems to be funneled there to him. And there's this thing that John F. Kennedy Jr. has joined Trump. So that's
not that we think that the other side is right.
No, of course not. No. But yeah. But
they're
anyway.
both shit.
Yeah, but
we changed positions, and I'm not a fan.
I do wonder if it might be counterproductive though, because millions of people that are hearing information that they put up, which is
I'm an invalid.
A lot of people which put up, they hear information which is true, and okay, these are from mouthpieces that are controlling opposition, but still, if it's millions of people hearing things that
if it gets them off the plantation,
yeah, but also, you know, will it put large numbers on a path where they'll even start going down and thinking beyond these people?
Well, let's hope so. So Mark thinks, who was it? It was such a long time ago. Oh,
Shill.
Dickhead bloke. Katy Perry's handler. What's his name?
Well, Russell Brand came
Russell
first,
Brand.
but it could have been any of those other ones that we've mentioned, you know.
Right, okay. Mark.
Yeah. I'm here.
Extraterrestrials or interdimensionals?
No. I don't know the answer. I don't know. I mean, the thing is, like a lot of questions, could it be both? I don't necessarily think it necessarily has to be either or.
I think it probably is.
Sorry, is that okay for an answer?
You'll have to do.
I have to do.
Mark.
Hello.
What was the hardest pill to swallow?
Well, I think you remember the climate change thing was.
Hi, Margaret.
Hello,
Hope your
Margaret.
foot's not hurting.
Yep.
Everybody send Margaret some healing emojis.
Emotions, I thought you were going to say, but
healing emojis for Margaret's foot. Right, Mark.
Yeah.
What was the answer?
Climate change.
Hey?
Climate change.
We had arguments about this back in the day, didn't we?
Yeah.
I'd say to you about it, and you've got to admit, you did say to me once, "Oh, that means you agree with Donald Trump, does it?" And no, it don't.
Yes, you know, I admit I said all these things that people say now, obviously, that in to throw at us when we say things, you know. So, which is why I think I'm in a position from having been both sides to look at a lot of these things. Yeah. But I think, like a lot of these things, you can't do them in one-word answers, and you know, and
I don't want one-word answers.
No. I'm just talking about in general, like, and if ever it gets in debate, because the point is, and I think it does need to be stressed, and it's because you have to divorce the thing where they're making the lie that man-made CO2 is causing all these problems, but then they mash all that together with any environmental problem, so it's all concentrated on that. So then it's like if you say you don't agree with that man-made climate change which they pushed, then that means you just don't care about the environment. You don't care if trees are cut down. When in fact it's the opposite, and we care more. We obviously, as we know, the arseholes that are pushing the agenda.
The neighbour because of the hazel tree.
Hi,
Gary. Thanks,
Gary.
Margaret. Lipstick. Yeah. I'm going to do it. It's taken me 53 years to realise you look better with makeup. That's a lie. I did used to wear it, and then I didn't care. But I had extra time because why did I have extra time?
Because you wrote your questions by 5:30 a.m.
Not like some sleeping, snoring donkeys.
Well, I had it written in time.
Now, Mark, why was climate change the bitterest pill to swallow? Why was, for you personally, climate change one of the most difficult ones to?
Well, that follows on nicely from what I was rambling about just now. Because
was rambling, to be fair.
Because it's like. Because it seemed at that time that it was saying that there isn't pollution, there isn't damage to the environment, you know, and there is, you know, so the argument is not about that. In fact, it's saying yes, there is. God knows how many things that they're doing that are destroying the environment, the nature. I think that's important. They don't use the word nature much because everything they do is actually against nature. They've used this word environment, which is a bit more wishy-washy. It's nature. They're destroying nature, including human nature.
Yeah, because environment. This is an environment.
Yeah. A thing in an antiseptic tank.
Well, it is antiseptic because I smudged the living fuck out of this bloody room after reading about the bloody plague. Guess what? No.
But that's natural antiseptic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's because it seemed largely because it seemed like it was
fucking killing. Sorry.
It seemed like saying it was okay to damage the planet, which is not what.
It's not what we're saying. It's two separate things.
Yes, so that's why it was hard. Yeah. And also, yes, it had been bound up with things like Trump and Jill. I mean, I remember saying to someone years ago when I, didn't know what I know now, to someone, they actually asked me, "Oh, what do you think it is all about? It's man-made climate change?" And I was like, "Well, if George W. Bush doesn't think it's real, then that just shows you it must be real because he's a."
I can't believe I had a second date with you.
So yeah, again, they link it in with this their paradigm thing. So then if you get caught up on one, but there you go. So
well, Tesla's very green, Mark. Tesla is so green and making electric cars that it cut down 500,000 trees to build a big factory in somewhere in Germany, I think. Only 500,000 trees to build to save the planet.
Well, that is the thing. I mean, so hopefully I don't think it went ahead, but Christ no, I don't know, maybe it did. But there was a headline about Bill Gates wanting to
somebody's talked about that dickhead.
Cut down God knows how many trees.
That's what Green Tea's talking about.
Put them under to bury them.
Bury them. Green Tea's just put that.
Right, yeah.
He wants to cut down the trees to bury them to save the planet.
To increase the amount of carbon.
Psychos, isn't they?
But that sort of sums it up. It's like with the depopulation thing, which they say, oh, there's too many people on the planet so to save humanity, we've got to reduce humanity by millions. So like, how does that?
We've got to save the planet for no people.
It's like this. It's like the same mentality. It's like, oh yeah, we've got a lockdown to save lives, so we're going to shut off all these like services. Well, also we're going to shut down
projects.
Shut down hospital wards to deal with cancer.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. Right, let's go on to the next one. Which of the current orc mischief keeps you up at night? Metaphorically speaking, because you would sleep through the literal biblical apocalypse. I think humour's all in the delivery myself.
Yeah, that's beautifully done. Not sure. Obviously, it's all concerned with muchness. I suppose because it's current, the whole censorship thing, but widening to the length of you put a comment somewhere, you say something, and that could get you in jail.
Chairman Starmer. Yeah. So yeah, we're not marching towards totalitarianism and communism now. We're in it. We're in it. We are. I've lost myself. Favorite comedian? Came out of left field.
Yep. Yeah. Blah. I'll say Ricky Gervais just because I don't want to think about it too long. I mean, there's lots that are very good, and I know I'm not saying that he's
no, but if what makes you laugh the most? It's simple. I wasn't going conspiratorial with this one. Laugh the most.
No. Well,
Ricky Gervais.
He'll do. There's some other brilliant ones. Alan Partridge, particularly on Steve Coogan, and
Garlic bread.
Peter Kay, I was just saying that as you said it.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, they'll do.
And the Mighty Boosh.
That they're not a comedian; they're a double act.
You are such a
TV series.
Right. Happiest memory apart from meeting me.
Marrying you.
Apart from that.
Does it not involve you?
Right. Look, I won't kill you if it doesn't involve me. Do you feel safe now?
No. Because when the camera goes off.
All hell breaks out.
Oh, blimey!
Not with my knees, it do.
Okay. I'm just going to pick something which is sort of out of which it's not quite the same thing because there's lots of happy memories of different things. I'm just going to put it. Don't know. Just where I used to see this local band, long since split up.
Who was that then?
Called Bluebird.
Oh yeah, that's. Oh, I knew you said something then.
Okay.
I know you said.
Yeah. Okay.
I know you said it again.
All right. So shush.
You doxed my own husband.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, just never sort of made it. A couple of guys that I used to work with part time at the time. They were in the band. That's how I got to see them. But I just remember just sort of joyously sort of losing myself. I mean, even though I'd gone to a lot of gigs.
How old?
40 almost.
Oh,
well, I was
last weekend.
Yeah, obviously I was in Bath.
So it involved music and getting in the zone.
Yeah, that's it. And it was just a sort of, like I said, I suppose I've always tend to have a thing where I don't often let go, even if I enjoy music, I love gigs. I
can't cope with this chair.
All right, well, what are you going to do?
I'm just going to moan about it for 3 hours.
Brilliant. That's going to be great for everybody. Yeah, so just that moment of just euphoria, dancing away to particular songs and losing myself.
If I can lose myself down that bloody hole in a minute.
Yeah.
If you can see it this side, Christ, it's not as professional as it looks. This.
Yeah. Which is quite frightening to consider.
And the thing is, right, because of this stupid thing on my back, Operation Hole Ouchie, I can't fucking get comfortable. Okay, good. Mark.
Hello.
Do we die?
Christ. Well, yes, physically, but
there's a but to that.
But yeah, I think there is something that lives on after death, but I'm not after the physical death. But I'm not. I sort of changed my mind slightly. Still not certain about what form it takes. I wonder if. I mean, I know you've read things before about the idea that the actual self is only around for a while after death, and then I wonder if there, when I've heard people talk about there being a sort of a more sort of deeper soul version that then sort of incarnates as a physical body. I wonder if there might be sort of a sort of residual energy of the person, the life in that physical body for that lifetime that still somehow stays within this realm, but obviously not physically within this realm, but it is somehow present, and that can be tapped into when people have psychics or see ghosts. I know ghosts, or I don't think ghosts are just that, but there might be a sort of an energy imprint of a consciousness that lived in this physical world, but also I think that it's attached to.
Don't they call it the stone tape or something? It's stone tape or something.
Right. The greater soul thing that is another dimension that maybe then lives many lives and goes across his dimensions. And
so we don't die technically, do we? We just the body does.
The physical body.
What's the most interesting thing you have ever discovered or read about?
Blimey.
I'm going to do a manoeuvre. That's the question. While I try and sort my life out. Let's hope it don't all go wrong.
Well, I'm sure there'll be many more that I think of that will come to me later on, but just I think when we're talking about the book by God, I had a blank now. I had an absolute blank in the brain. Andrew Collins, the Cygnus Key. Just this idea that the Denisovans, or the people around then and that time in Siberia, and that they potentially there was sort of origins there of this almost autistic sort of knowledge, savantish knowledge of mathematics, and also observation of space and celestial bodies.
Talking about celestial bodies,
and that influenced then what came before.
What I found.
Yeah.
I'm not going to eat them though.
Remind me of a Blackadder thing when he's like he goes up to this like old crone and like, you know,
sort myself out.
Where is so and so? How can I get to so and so? And he says, oh, the way is through there. And he's like, right, here is a bag of money, and I'm not going to give it to you. And then he goes, it's pretty much like that with a bag of 12s.
Put the big one behind me.
What are you doing to me? I'm trying to answer questions.
I mean, absolutely.
You're throwing questions at me. You're right. I'm pain in the bum. Well, you're a pain in the bum.
It's not my bum, is it? It's my back.
Well,
fucking Sue Cook don't have this problem. Sue Cook follows him on Twitter.
Hi, Sue, if you're watching.
What the fuck? And Johnny Redmore and Richie Allen.
And probably no more if they would have Christ alive.
We post shit.
What the hell's going on here?
I'm not very comfy.
Oh, no. You're hiding it, bro.
Oh, God. Did I just slash?
It sounds it's like a bloody going to turn into an OnlyFans video in a minute.
Oh, that was a funny meme that Thomas Sheridan posted on Facebook. Do you remember the days before OnlyFans when your mum just used to sell the Avon? I thought that was hilarious. Oh, Mark, I'm not in a very good way.
Right, can you read another question? Because it's boring.
My foot suitcases over there. Right, another question. I'm not comfy.
Yeah, well, everyone's quite aware of that. Do you want to sit over there in the chair?
I'm not sure. We might have to have a break so that I can just sort my life out. Right, okay. It's very professional, isn't it? Imagine with the people that have only watched this for the first time today. This is quite a good one, to be fair. What number did we get to?
Fuck knows. It was something about did you
If you had any say in anything, I've lost it. If you had any say in anything in this relationship, what would you have called our channel? That's quite a good one, isn't it? Fuck's sake. It isn't only fucking fans shite, isn't it? Yeah, you probably would have called it actually.
Oh yeah, well that's quite good though, because is quite a lot like
It's like What's the matter with you? I'm struck. What are you going on about?
Right. Okay. Well, if it was if I had complete say, if I had complete say in it, that would probably mean that you weren't around. So it would just be my channel. So I'll go with my Twitter. What my Twitter thing was it? Mark my words now.
No, I don't understand the now on the end.
Because it's now.
Fucking violent.
Because it's sort of like mark my words now, but then it's also mark my words now. Like no more news.
I prefer mark my words because you're a wordsmith and you're called Mark. I don't know what this fucking.
Well, I think the now is sort of like because it's
unnecessary.
It would be about current goings on.
You could call it the unnecessary now. See, I'm better than you at most things, including flashing me.
Because there's no mention of Mark. Yeah.
There's nothing new there, is there?
No.
Right. So we hope that this is. Okay, now. Hope this is entertaining because that's what we want. We don't want sadness. I haven't told him about myself. It's not my go.
Yeah, no, but
no, it's not my go. I've had an experience. Well,
tell them now because you've given them a.
No, it's a teaser. They'll have to stay to the end. That's what they do, isn't it?
You'll forget it at the end.
Mark, me foot suitcase.
Then you'll do a short.
Mark, please sort my foot suitcase.
What am I supposed to do?
It's gone over there. It's gone.
What is it going to stay?
It travels by itself.
It's not going to.
If only they could see what was going on. Behind the bloody scenes. It's almost as unprofessional behind the scenes as what it is in front of the scenes.
This is going to be edited.
No, it ain't.
No, not by us.
I really am so uncomfortable. It's not even funny. We could put. We could have an intermission.
They'll go away.
Guess what? I don't care, Mark.
What do you mean you don't care?
I'm finishing my sentence, whether you like it or not.
They're giving it me. Right.
We looked like we glitched then. It was quite good.
Yeah.
After the questions I ask you, we're gonna have an intermission. We are for 2 minutes while I sort my chair out. We had an intermission when we had the disco. Chill the fuck out. Right, what number are we on now? Number 17. Fucking hell. What makes you so damn optimistic?
I'm not sure I am anymore. I've changed my mind.
Oh, fucking hell. We haven't even had a drink yet. Connor, where's that Guinness? He was supposed to bring us in a drink. I'm going to text him.
I don't know. It's sort of been the way I've always been. I mean, maybe I...
Idiocy.
Idiocy.
Simple-minded.
Idiosyncratic, or maybe just idiocy. I don't know.
Is that a word?
Well, they're both words.
I made up another word. Yes, Margaret.
Get back. I'm trying to answer my question. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, I can't see if I don't. I'm ouch. By the way, Connor Guinness. Right, go, Mark.
I'll have mine straight if it's one of the
Why?
dark and
no,
one of the new cans
Mark
we bought.
wants his straight.
The new cans we bought because they're slightly different. I want to try it.
All right, go on then.
Well, part of it might be a reaction maybe to my dear old mum, because she was always a pessimist and did the classic, oh, if you always fear the worst, you'll never be disappointed. So I said, well, yeah, but you just go through life bloody pissed off and miserable.
Miserable.
So could you just say something nasty about my mum on the channel?
Absolutely not.
Thank you very much.
I just it was a joke. Don't be so defensive.
So yeah, there might have been a bit to that. Maybe going back, but you know, it's just, I think it's just generally been the way I am. I can't say I was always like ecstatically happy and stuff, but yeah, just generally hope for the best, I suppose, if nothing else.
Is that it?
We'll go with that.
Right. Your most annoying trait. I know what that. I know what it fucking is. And if you can't come up with it, I'll fucking tell them.
Being defensive.
Being defensive. Being on the defensive. Do you think that's your most annoying trait, or is that just because I tell it is to you every single day? Do you think it is, or do you think there's others? There is others.
Yeah, well, we're not going to. That will do.
We're not. That will do. No, are you just saying that, or do you think it is your most annoying trait? So you've been defensive about this question.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
You are.
Well, as far as I know, it is.
He gets defensive. Right, what's my... Look, see that I'm fair? What's my most annoying trait?
I don't get defensive. Oh, a bit late. Delayed that.
Oh, my God.
Delayed. Okay, hang on. What?
What's my most annoying trait?
Oh, Christ.
I've got loads as well.
Oh, blimey, O'Reilly.
What do you mean? There's not that many to sift through.
Don't let me finish what I was trying to say.
I always do. Oh, my back.
What was that?
Was that? No, what was it? What is my most annoying trait? I don't let you finish it saying anything. But to be fair,
filling in space.
Because there's so much of it. Defensive.
Don't let me get a word in.
So that's really
marriage, maybe.
Heaven. Oh, just do the thing.
What's the thing? Is that a thing?
It's
a pretzel.
Pretend you're at a Taylor Swift concert.
Hey? I'd be walking out the door.
What the fuck is that? It's a heart. Right. Do your own. Right, okay. 19, I think we're on.
Christ. We're not even halfway yet.
Oh my God.
Blimey.
Whose idea was this? No, we're on 20, so it's fine.
That's all difference.
What is your spirit animal and why? I know what it is, and I know why.
Dog.
Pardon?
Well, I
don't think he's got his bloody phone on. I'm going to phone him. Carry on.
When did you go out then? When you go and pour some Guinness? Oh, you can't move. You've got yourself in a position.
I'm in agony.
Well, you want to move then.
I'm going to get Connor to do it. Come on, get on with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got. It's only a vague feeling, maybe, but I mean, I revealed on the.
It's a pretzel. I don't think she means your spirit animal. It's a pretzel.
Who said that?
Linda, I think she got about her.
All right. Can I answer some questions?
God, anybody think that I don't let you get a word in edgeways?
I did reveal. Well, I might have mentioned it on this channel before, but when we did the interview, or we did the video with Neil Ward and Ben on Neil's Paranormal Peep Show channel, and we're talking about paranormal experiences, and I was mentioning how we had, or I had, this sort of, like I've said before, don't think I'm intuitive. I don't really feel that I can get these connections where I feel energies or feel something like that, you know, in a sort of a particular place, or stone circles or anything. But we'd been to Avebury, and this was not long after we moved in together, and we went to Avebury. And Liz has talked before about, like, when she was a Christian, she used to have all these experiences, and she did speaking in tongues, and she's talked about, well, more recently seen someone talking about calling it light language, so it's not just a Christian thing. But she said, well, you know, let's give it a go, and she was speaking tongues when we got home, and all of a sudden it was like something came through me. Difficult to say. I don't feel like I was taken over or anything like that, but I just suddenly started howling like I was a dog or wolf or something like that. And at the time we had a dear little dog, Frodo, and he was like jumping up as if like a kindred, another dog was making that sound. Or it was so weird. And then it just sort of lasted, you know, barely a minute or so, I don't know. And then I was just sort of panting, sort of out of breath. So yeah, I still don't quite know what that was, but I seem to remember as well years ago when I was a kid, and there was a thing in the newspaper, just a serialization about Chinese horoscopes, and I did read, because I think there's two elements to it, not just the day you were born, but also the time of the day, and there's a sort of an animal within the animal. So you got the sort of the bigger animal to do with the day of the year, in that particular year, and what that denotes in the Chinese horoscope. Also, I think there was a more intrinsic thing to do with certain heart elements. Anyway, I was a double dog in terms of the Chinese horoscope. And I don't know. I think the dog is going to be my spirit animal, definitely.
Not the hedgehog.
Well, that's bloody ruined one of my questions. Well, we can go into more depth when we actually get to it.
What, next week?
Thank you.
Next week. Hold on.
Right.
Hold on, I've got to get.
Oh, you got the nice posh German glass, is it?
It's because I thought it was a smaller can because you wanted the.
I thought you were going to say "Ich bin," because
I don't know what that means, but I am going to say
German
it.
glass. My friends thought we could.
Ick off,
Forced.
bastard.
I know. I don't think that's the way the Germans say it.
It's a smaller fucking tin.
Yeah.
So I thought that would be overkill.
I love you.
Too late for that.
Cheers, everybody.
Ow.
Right.
Christ.
Oh, Christ.
Bloody hell. What could possibly go wrong? Technical equipment and a pint of Guinness.
Oh, my God.
What could possibly go wrong? Right. We are going to have a intermission because I need to rearrange. Favourite moment or speaker at any of the conferences as we have ever been to? Hey? No, wait a minute. No, I haven't finished. Favourite moment or speaker at any of the conferences we have been to, except Ben, Gemma and Colin, and any other friend, of course.
Right. Friends excluded.
I'm trying to keep friends. I'm not very good at that.
Blimey.
There's like Christmas in here.
Yeah. Ooh, this is going to be a tricky one because we've been seeing so much that was, so many really amazing talks.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody. Oh, I don't know.
What one's blown you away?
Yeah, well, again, there's been a few. I mean, it's fresh in my mind, so I know there are going to be others that I'm going to think of. Oh, I should have said that one. But Tanishka,
A bit closer.
What was it? Tanishka, the Moon Woman or something.
Tanishka, the Moon Woman.
But she was like the closing night speaker on the symposium that's just gone. So it's fresh in my mind, and I've got the book there in front of me. So I thought it was really powerful and presented in a really good way. There's going to be so many others that I'm going to say, oh, I should have been that one.
Yeah, that's how I think.
But
we've seen so many.
We have. I mean, Andrew Collins. Well, I've seen Andrew Collins do several brilliant presentations.
David Icke's always bloody amazing.
Oh Christ!
We've seen him twice. We're going to see him again.
I guess I didn't even. No, I mean, yeah, okay. I guess I was thinking of conferences, and that my mind went to that because it was the first one. No, David Icke is the most amazing speaker I've seen.
Yeah.
That's without question. I mean, we saw him at the
Bristol.
Yes, I was going to say we also saw him at
Manchester UFO conference, that big one.
Yeah, Awaken.
The big one.
But I mean, then obviously he was one of a bill of many.
I don't think we knew he was going to be there, did we? It took us by surprise.
No, we did, but he was a late addition, so he wasn't on there when I booked the ticket. But he was named that he was going to be there prior to going, but he was a late addition. But yeah, he still spoke beyond what he was supposed to have done. But obviously short for him, as he was saying.
So even so, channeling something when
he was so such a really powerful speaker.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is number one, 100%. We're going to see him again in October.
Yeah, Mark.
Hello.
What are you most excited about at the moment, apart from the Guinness? What do you think of that Guinness? Is it tasting different? What's so special about it? Where's he gone? Here he is. Well, he's from the UK. Well, he obviously lives in the Isle of Wight, but they haven't banned him from the UK. But whenever those that shall not be named find out where he's going to be, they tell the organisers to not let him. So we had that in Bath. He was supposed to be at the comedy club in Bath when we went to see him. And at the last minute, somebody we know who moaned. What are they called? Better not say it. There's the organisation that keeps sending letters. No, it's not that. It's the. Anyway. Somebody sends a letter and says, oh, he's an anti-Semite, don't let him have there. So the comedy club, what it was called, Comedia, they wouldn't let him. So he snuck in and he got into Bristol football grounds. We went to see him there instead. But
basically, they always, they don't say where it's going to be.
We got that in
until the day of it, because even then, even though they only announce it to the people that got tickets on the day, obviously the so-and-sos find out about it, and they immediately pile on pressure on that venue to cancel. And many still do, but luckily not all. But yeah.
So we're going to see him in Oxford, but we just don't know where. Mark, describe pre-red pill Mark.
Well, yeah, I suppose, I'd say, I was left leaning, although I don't think I actually even, I know they haven't been left for a while, but I never actually voted for Labour. I think I always had, probably make people laugh out loud, but I used to vote for the Liberal Democrat a lot of the time. But no, I mean, I think that was I'll give myself a little bit of credit in just thinking that I wasn't totally the right or left as they portrayed it. But yeah, I was liberal with a small L, and yeah, I was on that sort of thing where I thought, oh, okay, Well, the BBC is more neutral, and they give better information than a lot of places where they might be biased. Newspapers, big business, multi-millionaire owners. Or some of the BBC is neutral. Guardian's probably one of the better newspapers for information. So yeah, I was into that, and I used to I was left leaning, and I used to be all part of that left right paradigm type thing, and
you were something to do with Amnesty International.
Yeah, and I
you should drag me out with a fucking bucket.
And I don't disagree with that. There still might be a lot.
Yeah, but you know that you don't disagree with the sentiment, but you do know that they're bought and paid for.
I don't necessarily, but all I would say when I was there as part of it, and I went to a number of the conferences, and there were someone I knew from the group that had been involved for quite some time with Amnesty, and they weren't happy with the way it was being changed. And I think it was this sort of thing that's been talked about with Windows and a number of others, but the way they bring all these sort of agenda things, and they bring all these sort of initiatives in, and it's all, well, we got to get more young people in, and they were changing it so that there were different. It was being sort of decentralized from London to around the world, which on the face of it, maybe not a bad thing to do. But yeah, I'm sure like a lot of these things, it's been taken up and used for purposes 100%. I mean, I think the bottom line sentiment is good. And what I was going to say is, I don't think I'm a different person in terms of the reason I joined Amnesty, because I really hated the fact, the small minority of people, wherever it may be, would just ruin life for the multitude of the ordinary innocent people, whether it was to the extremes of killing them, imprisoning them, torturing them, censorship, all of these things. So, and I still obviously believe that passionately, but now I know that, it's where we're at, where what we talk about is where it's at, because it's going deeper and seeing where all these things happen, and it's happening now in our populations. Not to say it never did before, but it's showing all these things that are more important than ever. But it's just knowing deeper what the problem is, and more accurately. That's why I say
it's realizing there's more layers than what you think.
Yeah.
Hi Ben,
glad you could make it. So
you missed my OnlyFans 5 minutes. Sorry.
And I think I already had spiritual in the broadest sense, or believe there was more to life than here now. I was always interested in things, as I said before, I used to get the Unexplained magazine, the Arthur C. Clarke. I used to, I had a sort of vague interest in things like stone circles, although I never followed it up until more recently.
Oh, really? You into stones?
So yeah, I feel I was still the same person, but now I've just discovered
more layers. Mark.
Hello.
Question number. Oh, you're not looking at these, are you?
No.
24. How much do you love me?
That much.
It's not much, is it?
Out of the screen.
You've got tiny arms. It's not enough.
It can't. It's so much that it can't be expressed in words.
I don't feel it anymore.
Or in the physical world.
Not feel it.
Not in the physical realm.
Yeah, Ben, you missed my OnlyFans 5 minutes. Sorry.
Well, Ben's going to rewind.
You'd have asked for your money back. Ben's going to rewind. I wouldn't bother. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh dear. On that bombshell.
Mark don't love me very much.
I love you so much.
How much do you love me?
Enormous amount.
I love you too.
Love you too.
Do you have another cuddle?
No.
Oh, it's just a little one. Mind my back. I got a bad back. Yeah, that'll do. I'm sick of it. Right. Oh, I'm so uncomfortable. 25. What is it like? Now, this is a deep and serious one, so I'm not going to be a twat on this one. This is a deep and serious one, Mark.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a bit personal, but I hope you're okay with it. What is it like becoming a stepfather when you don't have kids yourself? What was that like? That's a deep one, isn't it? Sorry.
No, it's all right. Well, you know, it's a great thing. I mean, the boys were older, so it wasn't, you know, going through the little kiddie stage. So no, it's been a great experience.
They love you to bits.
Well, and I love them, and
and I can't think of a better person to have stepped in. So thank you publicly.
Well, blimey, thank you.
Great.
My pleasure. Well, I was expecting.
No, I know. It's because I was emotional. Because I'm having a bit of an emotional 5 minutes this week. Aren't I?
Oh yeah, tell people about your emotional situation.
No, not right now. Oh. My back hurts.
That's not the emotional situation.
No, I've had a bit of a funny 5 minutes this week, and I
don't think that really gives it justice.
No. I probably will wang on about it in a minute, but not right now because my back's hurting. Mark. What makes Mark tick? Don't say Guinness, Mark.
I wasn't joking.
Oh.
What makes me
Hi,
tick?
Rick.
Hi, Rick. What makes me tick?
What makes Mark tick?
Blimey. This one's a bit of... just living life and... I don't know. You just live life, don't you? But I think I always had... Because I was a quiet kid and introverted, when I went travelling, it was with the... because I wanted to sort of get out of myself type thing, a classic thing, and try and experience life more. And so I guess maybe it's just trying to seek more out of life. There's always a little the other side of that, where it's sometimes being a little bit held back from like trying to get like really out there and go really sort of feral or something like that. There's always a sort of a balance there.
Well, there's a fear for me.
Yeah, well, yeah, it will be fear, but the balance, but trying to experience life. And
Margaret said love and information, but mine is finding out things that I didn't know. I don't understand bigots at all, with all the the science has settled people, and or they 100% are an atheist or something. And, whoa, that's so boring. Even if you we went on not a massive, but we looked into flat Earth because there was a big hoo-ha about it. Very interesting. Come to the conclusion I don't agree with it, but imagine if there weren't things out there to God, it'd be so fucking boring. I just don't understand people that don't want to challenge their belief systems and see if it's right and put it to the test. I don't understand that mentality.
So yeah, I go with both you and Margaret there. I mean, so love information and trying to find out new things about the world. I'd say yeah. So that's, I suppose, all bound up in that, trying to experience more and more of life. And also going back to previous question, that's why I'm happy or don't regret being, I can never get the pill right, red pilled.
Yeah.
I always get it wrong. But I don't regret it because it is finding out more about life and what lies behind life. And like I say, I've always in the background since childhood had an interest in that, unexplained phenomena of some sort. So there was definitely something in my psyche, even from a young age,
It's just so exciting
Well,
to hear a really weird like thing and then look into it and go, bloody hell, there's something to this. Or that's a load of shit.
I mean,
so it's a fun journey finding out.
Yeah, I mean, which is obviously why they try and pigeonhole people. And
David Icke calls it the, what is it? Postage stamp consensus, doesn't he?
Yeah, so they try and limit us by, the conspiracy theory thing. But, it's just, it's, I was going to mention Whitney Webber, though obviously some people in the chat don't think that she's good or whatever, or
well, I think.
But anyway, the only reason I brought her up again, it was just the whole thing where it's supposed to be, investigative journalism, but there isn't really anymore in terms of the mainstream. It maybe would just go a certain way, or it's all governed by the agenda and all this sort of thing. So going with that, I've lost me. So what I'm saying is, just what they label as conspiracy theory is just people looking into reality, whether it's just the political reality, the social reality, or whether it's something much more deep and metaphysical beyond that. It's just really people trying to explore and find solutions or find the truth.
Which is what we were built to do.
Yeah.
Right, next question.
Mm-hmm.
What makes you so angry you could punch it in the face? Watch it. Her next door, probably.
Well, I haven't got a specific thing to mind.
And I've got about 50.
But that's what I mean. Just like I was saying with the amnesty thing, just that, where an injustice thing, where someone completely innocent.
What about what's going on abroad? What about what's going on here?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think the G word, which I don't think YouTube likes, amongst many others. But what's going on in Gaza is, they probably didn't like that G word either.
I've gone past fucking caring.
But yeah, I mean there's so many other wars and injustices, but I think that takes
that does make me want to punch
the biscuit.
That makes me want to punch people in the face.
What's happening now in the last few months, on top of the last decades,
50 years.
So,
but also, sorry, I'm going to jump in here. I'll tell you what really made me want to punch somebody in the face. There's this woman, she's the same age as me, 26. She's been looking after her poor old husband for 15 years. She never goes out. She's a bit like me.
Probably got to be careful what you're saying.
I'm going to be careful what I say. Oh.
Otherwise, we'll be there as well.
Do you seriously think I'm that stupid?
No, not stupid, but it is easy to do, just because you just sort of chat about something. No, all right.
So anyway, the one thing that I'd want to punch in the face right now. This poor old woman, my stride's gone now, Mark. My stride's gone. And you say I interrupt you. My stride's gone.
I know. I'm looking under the table.
She wrote something really twattish, okay, on the internet. Something really fucking stupid and twattish. It was on the internet. And they've put her in prison. Who's going to look after her husband now? She never used to leave the house. She just used to look after her husband. That makes me want to punch somebody in the face. I mean, just call her a fucking stupid cow. Fine her or something. It wasn't nice what she wrote. It was disgusting. But it's malicious to take her away from her husband who needs her. That's disgusting. Fucking wankers. Carry on. See what I mean? That makes me want to punch somebody in the face.
Yeah, no, it's understandable. And yeah, I mean, it's extremes, because I think on this particular court case, it was even admitted by the prosecution that there was no, what she put didn't lead to someone doing the horrible action that she said. So you know, so then that falls down the whole argument that it was incitement for people to commit that, and it's so bad as someone physically doing it.
They're being absolutely spiteful bastards. Did you hear about that gay couple? They were walking out of the bingo. They've been to bingo, this gay couple, and they went to get some alcohol from the shop, and there was a riot going on. They didn't even know about it because they were in there having the bingo, and they wouldn't go down the way the police told them to. They were like, no, mate. This fucking dog started attacking one of them, and his boyfriend started attacking the dog to get him off him. They're in jail now, Mark. They're in fucking jail. You can't get much more innocent than a couple of gay guys going to the bingo, can you? It's fucking spiteful, nasty business, this.
The bingo, yeah. It is when those bloody old women get going.
It's nasty fucking shit that's going on in this country. We're not, like I said earlier, we're not tiptoeing towards communism. We're in it now, by the way. Isn't it great? It's fucking brilliant, isn't it? Great, I love it. Right. Chairman Starmer. Mark,
hello.
What's the best holiday you've ever been on? I don't think we're going to have time for your chapter tonight. I think it's just going to be the questions. I'm not going to lie.
That's fair enough. Yeah.
We was going to get Nick on here.
Well, maybe another day. We'll see.
Sorry, Nick. It's all gone a little bit off-piste.
Yeah, well, I'm going to say Norway. That was, oh yeah, well, it was amazing, and it was just perfect. You know, seeing the Northern Lights. Thanks to Connor staying up and looking out for him. That was a dream come true to see those in such a spectacular style as well. But yeah, the scenery, the ship down the coast, and obviously, you know, even to the Oslo the Monk Museum. You know, it was just a fabulous trip, dream trip. So yeah,
mine too.
But yeah, we've had some other great trips recently. So.
What's a Mark Froud favourite catchphrase?
I'm on my holidays.
And do you know why he says that? To drink beer, eat shit, and generally do bad things. And okay, when we are on our holidays, you can say that. He says it on a Friday, and on a Saturday, and on a Sunday, and he'll be saying it on a bank holiday Monday. Yeah. Sometimes he'll say it on a Wednesday.
Yeah, but what's that started happening now?
I've started saying it.
Yeah.
Connor, oh yeah, I was in Budgeons today. I've been eating really well. I've been doing well, except for the pizza we had last night. I had a friend round, and I just went on my holidays. Illuminati, I'm going to kill your food. If it's not twirls, then it's the bomb. Have you seen that? That's my best video so far. A little short of me and Mark having a little dance. And Morrissey in the background being nihilistic. Fucking perfect. Have a twirl.
No, thank you.
I'll have one now.
Oh,
did we just glitch them? As we did this end? Fuck knows. Where is it? What would you like to accomplish before you move out of this particular meat suit?
Yeah. Well, first things come. First thing that came to mind was just. I mean, I've been published, but I suppose, you know, just to have people
buy it.
Oh yeah, all right.
Are you having that? Are you having that? Yeah. Are you having that? Don't leave me hanging. Fuck's sake.
All right.
Yeah. No hope. Hey, jokes. Right. Mark.
Hello.
How did we get in this bloody mess in the first place? I'm not talking about me and you. You know, the big bloody mess. Christ, I haven't even finished that.
Because
I'm an ex-drugs worker. Fuck's sake.
Because there's bad people in the world that have made it that way.
Are they people?
That's another question.
Are they people?
Well, I think all you can say is...
Yeah, thank you, DJ. What? Don't forget to like the video. Thumbs... We always forget this, don't we? Like the video. Thumbs up it. Share. Buy Mark's book. Buy a painting from Etsy. And, I don't know.
Have a Guinness.
Have a Guinness. Unless you've got...
Unless you're in recovery or something. In which case, don't.
We're so unprofessional.
You could have 0 Guinness. That's right.
We don't have any fucking Guinness.
No, don't have any Guinness. What was the question?
Fuck knows. How did we get in this bloody mess in the first place?
Yeah,
probably alcohol.
Oh, and then you asked a supplementary question as to are they human? And
oh, Margaret's done a good one. She said, I wish I was interviewing Margaret.
Right, we'll get her on then.
Energetic interferences from the secret unknowns. Why couldn't you have said that? That would have been a much better answer than fucking pottery or whatever it was.
What she said. Thanks, Margaret. Good.
Margaret, get
insightful comment.
We should have got Nick in and Margaret. Fucking.
Well, maybe we can have Nick and Margaret in the interview section.
Green tea.
I think everyone can have
DJ.
Well, maybe
in fact, any of them.
Maybe we can do that. We can ask questions of other people. They can be on camera.
So Nick, I didn't think this shit was going to take this long.
I thought it might.
Should have fucking known, shouldn't I?
I thought we would, somehow.
And the government have annoyed me a bit. That's DJ.
That's rather putting it mildly.
Right. So what was your answer? You just stealing Margaret's answer?
Well, all I would say is they certainly have been doing inhuman things.
Nice. Very nice. Mark.
Hello.
What talent do you wish you had? Answering fucking questions.
So
outrageous. I'm gonna get another drink.
Well,
I'm on my holidays.
Talking to a friend last night who's a musician.
No,
I mean, I just did say to him, which is honest, it's not like I've ever had a desire to play a musical instrument, but then I've sort of probably defeatist attitude. I've always just had it in my mind that I couldn't. I just sort of, even when I just sort of picked up, I know that it obviously takes a lot of practice to be able to play any instrument to a half decent standard. But just the whole concept of it, just playing guitar and it's just not me. And the language of music, and not to say necessarily reading music, because I know you don't have to do that. There's a lot of good musicians that don't actually read music. But just the idea of being in the band and being in time with each other, and it's all just seemed beyond me a little bit. But then I've never actually tried. So let's go with to play a musical instrument well. And I suppose guitar would be the big one. But yeah, I can't say it's like something I've always really wanted to do, because then I'd say, right, I should get on and learn to do it. But if you're saying I'm going to be granted a talent, a God-given talent, or a talent just given to me from the universe, then I'll take that one.
Fucked it up.
Christ.
That's a shit pour.
That's more head than anything else.
I thought you were going to say something rude then.
No, that's for you to do.
I'll shut the door.
Where's mine then?
Oh, I didn't know you finished.
Well, I'm getting close to it.
All right. Connor's on the fucking Guinness now.
Well, it was always a danger.
Yeah.
Thank you.
He wants to know. Oh, anyway, never mind. It's not about bloody alcohol, is it? It's bloody LIVESTREAM. I've got to be careful not to do OnlyFans again. Didn't look. Ah! Christ.
That was
seamless. Hold that.
You're
gonna have to.
I've got three receptacles of my own anyway.
Oh, blimey.
Get on with it.
Oh, my back. Right, where do we get to?
Well, if you're any luck, it might be drinkable by the end of the live stream.
I fucked it up. What are you most proud of? It's a loaded question because there's a right answer to it. There's a right answer to this. And it better be the same one that it would be if it was my answer.
Oh, dear.
What am I most proud of? It's got to be the same as what you're most proud of.
Oh, well, no, I mean, obviously, having a great family, being part of a great family.
Oh, you the boys.
Yeah.
Okay, that's my answer. I'm just bullying you into having.
Yeah.
DJ loves the chaos. Thank fuck for that. Ordo ab chaos. I don't know if that's how they pronounce it. Oh, my back. So I forced Mark to say that he's most proud of the boys, but what is it actually?
No. Well, that is the most proud thing.
They're doing so well. I don't know how.
Well, I think all the four. Well, I said the family because I would say the four of us as a unit, if you know what I mean.
Proud of the unit. Con, can you bring in the Ribena? What are you moaning about? Sorry.
Nothing.
Can you bring in the Ribena? I ain't put nothing. I always have it with Ribena.
Nice, you're right.
Order ab ko ab.
Green tea's written a lot. What's your?
I've never played a rock. Oh, where's Chloe? Thanks, Chloe.
Thank you, Chloe.
I've never played in a rock band, but there's an amazing energy in an orchestra when everyone gets their shit together. It's like Ego says, it's like spiritual and intuitive. Nothing else like it.
I can imagine.
I used to get like that when I was fucking singing in tongues in the bloody church, mind.
Oh yeah, I mentioned you singing in tongues.
You mentioned me tongues. What have you been talking about since I've been fucking gone?
No, I was saying about when the sort of dog spirit came through, and my spirit animal dog. So that was part of that. It's good. Where were we?
Don't know. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Do you ever just want to do that? Do you ever just want to go, fuck off, I'm having Christmas today and New Year next Thursday, and why can't we just do it when we want to do it?
Well, there you go. See, so the on me holidays.
Shut up.
No, but it's got some justification now, I think. But beyond the family, in terms of something like a
thing,
sort of achievement in something. I mean, yeah, writing my books.
Cheers, Ben.
Cheers, Ben. I mean the it was great to have that because that was always an ambition of mine.
Didn't understand a fucking word of it. I only read about 3.
Well, there you go. I think you would understand all of the words.
I fucking wouldn't.
You would. It was.
Get it down here.
It was very accessible.
Get it down here. It isn't very accessible at the moment.
It is. Oh, I see what you mean. Jokes, because
it did an academic book, and if you want to buy it, it's about £1 million.
You can get it for about 20 quid now.
Oh, is it?
But
universities buy it.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a very clever man, mate.
It's available to everybody.
I know you don't believe me,
but
I mean, I've never seen the paperwork.
But when the hardback came out,
doctor. Proud. So I'm bigging you up.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm very proud of the fact you're a doctor. Whenever Mark orders something and it's like, oh, is it Mr. Colonel? I'm like, put fucking doctor, because I want her next order now. And put their address on it accidentally. Because I'm a fucking shallow.
You don't need to bother because I look at
it. It's true. Look at that.
But
there's words in there that make no sense.
It really isn't.
Okay, I'm going to do just a random sentence and see if I'm right or see if you're right. Is this complicated? It's a compliment.
No, it's not. It
is a big compliment.
No, because
it's an academic book. It's supposed to be for academics.
No, it's not.
Right, ready?
It's not.
The first one I read. The dream boy appears to Timothy and tells him that, okay, that's not one.
What, you're going to speak one word? Find one word that you don't know the meaning of.
It's got the word Timothy on it. Or funny.
Excuse me?
This is Fanny. It's the first word.
It's obviously the name of a character. I'm not writing about Fanny.
Look, we've all had a cup of tea, haven't we?
Well, that was brilliant. That's really sold it, isn't it?
I'll read the back. The writing's so small. This is an academic book, mind, not his novel.
Yeah.
The Lost Child is an extremely interesting and timely. Oh, somebody else wrote this. Oh, somebody else has written this about it. So somebody's read it then.
Yeah, that was the person that
peer reviewed.
Yeah, you got it.
Posh, innit?
Yeah.
How the fuck did I end up marrying somebody that's peer reviewed? You're all asking yourselves.
But then ever since you just said, "Oh, well, that's all a load of rubbish, isn't it?"
Well, you're coming round to my way of thinking, aren't you? To be fair, whenever I say I'm thick as pig shit and you're clever, you say no. You've got.
Well, yeah, 100%, 100%.
There's academic knowledge, and there's just like, oh, I've listened to a few YouTube videos and read a few off the wall books.
But you do yourself down.
But the thing is, with me, I don't retain the actual information. I don't retain the information. I retain the essence of the information. So when I try and talk about it, I sound like a fucking idiot. Well, but I've retained the kind of essence. So I kind of can't explain what I mean, but I've retained the.
Well, I think.
Whereas you retain the actual information. Blah, 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 blah. That's true, Mark. You are better at that sort of thing than me. I've lost my drink. Oh. Get off me.
Christ, I thought you were
Get off it.
Anyway, I think you're doing yourself a disservice, and many people
that watch your problem too. I don't retain it, but I retain the essence of it, which is really difficult when you're trying to have a serious conversation or try and get people round to your way of thinking, and you sound like a twat. But you get what you mean in your head, whereas you can then turn around and give them that information, chapter and verse.
Yeah, well,
that's true, babe.
Well, thank you, but there's some people that are more precise on facts than me, and but you
get what I mean, though, don't you?
Yeah, I get what you. I still think you've done really good research on things.
But anyway, this is
a very interesting.
It is interesting. Look, they're writing things.
People are writing things. Well, they're probably having their own conversation because they're bored with us.
They're talking about what we're talking about, Mark. Don't put yourself down. You say I do that.
No, I'm not.
No, it's very true, and a lot of people in the chat can relate to that. By the sounds of it.
Yeah, but I mean. What you...
Liz is the executive summary and Mark is the book. Oh, that's quite nice.
I like that. Yeah, that's good.
What was it Green Tea said the other day? I say the quiet parts out loud.
Yeah.
But I say the loud parts really fucking loud.
But I do go back to the academic book that I wrote. It's not.
That's what you're most proud of. You should be.
Well, yeah, in many ways, but I mean, I'm just saying, I don't think it's written in an accessible way. It's not really.
Well, maybe it was just me then, and I'm intimidated by it. I don't know. I'll give it another go.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'll give it another go. Maybe I was just intimidated by it because you said it was an academic book, and I was like, well, I'm not an academic, so.
Well, neither was I when I wrote it. You know what I mean? I wasn't. I'm not. Excuse me. At any university. Haven't been for many years. Anyway,
university.
Should we move on to the next question, or we will be finished sometime next year?
Oh, I think everybody's just loving it. The fact that we're going on forever.
Are you pissed?
No, I'm bloody well not. I can't now anyway because Connor's bloody got on the bloody. Liz, my mind jumps all over the place while researching or learning, etc. Academics have a structured and formal analytical method, which probably helps. I'm the same. Let's have a look. Sorry, just reading people's comments without speaking them out is probably not good to tell them. I just did. Okay, Rick, I am. You told me to read out the comments. Right, okay. Done that one. Punching, facing. Mark, this is a good question.
Okay.
34. Don't look at the questions.
I'm not.
Mark, this is a good one. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
Mark, What is the answer?
What is the question?
Oh, brilliant. I was really hoping you were going to say that. Now I'm going to say, you tell me the answer and I'll tell you what the question is. What is the answer?
42.
What is the answer? Think about it a bit more deeply, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, now you want deep answers.
Yeah, I do, yeah. I know what you're going to say, because you say it all the time, so I don't know why you're taking so long about getting there.
What, living life to the full and making the most of it?
It's not the one I thought you were going to say.
Oh,
No, I'm not going to give you the answer, but you usually do have a one-word answer when people ask you questions like this. Richie Allen asked you the same question in 2018 or whenever it was, and you said the answer is love.
Oh.
So you've obviously, I've made you a bit more nihilistic now. Apparently the answer isn't love. It bloody is.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
The answer is love.
Fair enough.
Full stop.
I guess
it absolutely is.
I guess my brain was trying to think of something in a more practical way, but
I think that's what Richie Allen wanted you to do. Back in the day, you said that was the answer, and he was like, "Oh yeah, but what about poor people and blah, 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 blah." The answer is still love, because if the people with all the money loved more, there wouldn't be the people without the money. So the answer is love.
Well, yeah, and I think I got to that a little bit because on this talking about the lost child on the Richie Allen program, and I think I was saying, you know, that the lost child is always about an absence of love. You know, whether it's in the case of the child losing it, or you know, the parents, the community, losing someone they loved. Absence of love in terms of a person that created this lost child, if that's how the child got lost. So all about absence of love. So the other side to combat that is to put more love in, and
love doesn't mean wishy-washy.
No. But yeah, I mean that is ultimately, I think, the way we fight back. And I mean that doesn't mean that's all we do, but
if it was all we did, that would be enough.
Yeah.
Oh, it would. That could, if that was what everybody did, that would be enough to sort this shit out.
Everybody did it. Then,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. What did I ask?
What's the answer?
What's the answer? And it is fucking love. And I don't care how cringy and wishy-washy and shit that sounds. It absolutely is. And that's why I love that line out of the Smiths. It's my new favourite song, Ask by the Smiths. If there's not love, then if it's not love that brings us together, it's the bomb. And it's fucking true, because it really is black and white. It really is yin and yang. It's dark and light. It's duality. It really is. And it does boil down to that. And us clever fucking bald monkeys have made it so difficult. What's the answer? Oh, let's get politicians in, because maybe they'll know. Let's look to academics. Let's trust the science. They'll know a lot. What do we know? We don't know. The answer always was love, and it always will be love. And I don't care how fucking shit that sounds. It's the truth. Think about a world. Fucking John Lennon said it, didn't he? Think about a world that was just from love. Be utopia, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And people say, "Oh no, you can never have that." Fuck you. Absolutely fuck off, you negative twat. Yes, you could have a utopia if this world was run by love, which it ain't.
Well, yes, thank you. I think that was a very profound answer, Mark.
You're a sarcastic twat.
No.
The answer's love.
No. I meant that. I meant that in a loving way. That thank you for articulating that.
Since when has passive aggression been loving?
That's a t-shirt.
I shout at him because I love him. Oh, okay. Right, next.
Yeah.
I've lost myself. If you came face to face with an alien, would you punch it or try to take it down the pub for a pint?
I think that must depend on the alien, because you know, if the alien seemed to be hostile, then I might have to punch it in the face. But I wouldn't go to that as an immediate response. I would try and befriend it, find out what it wanted.
I knew you would. I'd punch it and run off. No, I wouldn't. I'd fucking faint and die on the spot. Ben always says, "Oh, they keep not disclosing because they think we'd all be too scared." And Ben says, "You're in there, Ben. I hope you listen to this. You always say, I don't think we would be. I don't think so. I would fucking shit myself, pass out, and you'd never see the bloody sight of me again. If I came face to face with an alien, I'd fall dead of fright on the bloody spot."
Surely as well, it would depend. Well, no,
it wouldn't. It would depend on nothing. If it had tentacles and a fucking tail, I'd be on the floor dead.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If it was something like that, where its appearance was horrifying or something like that looked frightening, then that probably would trigger a response from you. You know, because if you see a little spider on the floor, you're going to ah. So something that looks like that, if you know what I mean, in a large form, you're going to think, whoa, that's just scary. So that will trigger the response. It will be like a monster, and that would trigger a response.
So if it's one of these blonde Nordics,
well,
okay.
Look like a human-like person.
All right. Well, if I didn't see the actual person thing, and I just saw the fucking, I mean, I've seen UFOs. Okay, they were just lights. But if it, you know, like in Independence Day, if that shit started happening, I'd probably go, "Oh, he's fucking hologram," knowing me, and then probably get shot in the face. It's dark. But yeah, I think my rational brain would go out of the window. I really do. I think all of that, "Oh, you know, don't trust it. It's just a hologram. It's Project Blue Beam. Come on, blah, 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 blah." I think that would go out of the window. And I think I know that's a fact, because do you remember a few years ago we videoed it? I thought it was the invasion. And I think it was because they chemtrailed and ionized the sky so much that the lightning wasn't like lightning. It was like it was made of yeah, and made of like metal. The whole sky was like made of metal, and it was just like, and I shat a fucking brick because for a few seconds, I got out of bed, looked out the window, I was like, shit, it's here. Whether it's fake or real, it's here, and I shat a fucking brick. So I don't think I'd have time to punch it in the face or offer it a pint. I think I'd die of fright
or run away. Maybe
not on my knees.
I mean, it's difficult. Whatever response I say, I'm really conscious that it might completely go out the window. It's all very well to say, "Oh, well, I do this," and but like you say, it's something which, okay, apparently a number of people have experienced, but you know, I certainly haven't, and just I can't really say how I'd behave because it's just something so out of my experience up to now in my life that I just really don't know how I would react.
You'd run around flapping,
and again.
You would, and I would, but I wouldn't be there to see that because I would have fainted and fright.
But I might be numb and just like thinking, "What the hell do I do?" But again,
no, you'd be flapping.
But again, it depends. You know,
Green Tea said, "What happens if it looks like a puppy?" Well, you wouldn't know it was a fucking alien then, Green Tea, would you?
Well, no, if it started talking to us, then we might. Then there might be other things coming into play. Is it an alien? Am I mad? Am I just psychically? Is that my spirit dog?
No, you wouldn't. You'd shit yourself and run off. And so I still think that people would be of that mindset. I don't believe that we're used to it now because of films and that. I think we would all fucking have a nervous break. Honest to God, we would. Of course we would. Look what happened when they said we run out of toilet rolls. Come on, there was only riots in the supermarket because people didn't think they could get a fucking toilet roll. Am I right? We're fucking mental.
I think people would. Yeah, I mean, it would totally rip up people's it would totally throw them out, and it would be this kind of thing that all the rationalization and predictive programming even that they had, it would possibly go out the window. It would be so. It would just
100% would
throw everyone's paradigm.
Everybody's terrified of everything.
I suppose, you know, if they stage manage it and if it's human, completely human looking,
like V,
yeah, and obviously they were reptilian that were, you know,
hiding,
had human like face masks, whatever, covering. But I mean, if they look completely human, so people could relate to them, then it might be less, you know. And if it was all presented, oh, you know, and they're with us and they're all on our side and they're going to bring, you know, technology that's going to help us, that would ease things through. If there was seemingly no threat, I think people would maybe cope with it better. And if the appearance of people wasn't something out of their normal perception,
I'd be sitting there going, yeah, but have you seen V?
Yeah.
Right, so you try and get it down the pub, whereas I wouldn't punch it.
It would depend on the alien. If it's a reptilian with a gun,
well, what if he likes Guinness?
I'm supposed to get him drunk. But then that's a different twist on the, what do you call a gorilla with a machine gun?
What?
So
that's rubbish.
But then plenty of the
I've got a joke. Where did I get it from though? Because you might have heard it. Everybody! Breaking news. Yeah, I'm a very needy, codependent person. I've decided I'm non-binary as well. So if you wouldn't mind referring to me by my pronouns, they're there. And I remembered the whole fucking thing. Brilliant. Right, so Mark is going to take it down the pub and then punch it.
Another question now. But anyway, it might save time later. Carry on.
I can't even remember what you just said. Don't look at the questions.
I'm not.
I can't find it. Alien. I'm afraid of alien. What do you find yourself pondering the most?
I don't know the answer to this question.
You know, when you go off on your dolly daydreams, do you want a cup of tea, Liz? Yeah, thanks. 7 hours later, where's that fucking cup of tea? Oh, I've been standing looking out the window for 50 fucking days.
Yeah, well,
he does do that.
Yeah, often, you know, it's.
I've got used to it.
Random stuff.
It didn't annoy me.
I'm not sure I actually spend time pondering a thing. I mean, the biggest questions of, you know, what reality is, but that isn't what I ponder. I don't have a thing that I ponder. Everyone, you know, like everyone, I have the day-to-day mundane stuff, like.
What's on your mind the most?
I don't know that there's one thing. You know, it would depend on the thing of the day. But,
that's a shit answer.
No, but I'm sorry, I'm being honest. It might sadly think that I'm pondering the great meaning of life, but it's not.
Well, no, nobody really does that very often.
Well, I'm being honest then. There isn't a.
I really was trying to do that the other day, though. I didn't get very far.
I honestly don't think.
Okay, at this precise moment in our timeline, what do you ponder? Mine is a bit doomy. Mine tends to go down. I don't even want to say it because I just don't want to say the words. But I do ponder something rubbish. But good news, I've been really positive the last few days. But that's for another story. So yeah,
You're teasing.
I know, right? That's what you're supposed to do on OnlyFans, isn't it? Fucking no. Right, what number are we on? That was a shit answer. Right.
I was being honest.
This is supposed to be entertaining.
didn't say it to be entertained.
I didn't say that. I never made any promises. I never said you'd be entertained. So, you know.
I know we've got sort of like some sort of like, so we've got like some
lamp.
Well, yeah, but it's just like
it's a salt lamp.
Throbbing light of.
No, it's not throbbing.
Right, carry on.
Okay. Do. Stop looking.
I'm not. I really am not. You think I can read it anyway?
What was your weirdest dream? You won't be able to remember it.
Well, yeah, you do know that I don't remember my dreams really.
Okay, it wasn't necessarily a dream, but that was a weird experience that when you were half in and half out. Mark doesn't have very many psychic weird experiences, but that was the one we talked about on Neil Peel, wasn't there? At the bottom of the bed.
Yeah, I had the sort of, you know, where people say it could be, you know, sleep paralysis, but this idea that there was like a shadow figure at the end of the bed, and I felt like I was being sort of drawn towards it, and it was trying to draw me in.
But Mark doesn't have things like that very often.
No, I don't. And it was very short-lived, and I just sort of said, "You're not real," you know, type thing, and it went.
What made you say that? How would you know to say that? Because it must have felt real at the time.
Well, I think it's a way of trying to get rid of it, and just probably hope more than anything else. But just there was still something in my brain that was maybe trying to just rationalise it and say it was a dream or something, even though it felt.
But do you think it was real? Okay, not necessarily really fully material, but it was a real thing, as opposed to some sort of dream. You think it potentially was a real thing, but by saying that, you diffused your own fear, which got rid of it, rather than it not being real. By saying those words, you didn't have the fear of it. Does that make sense? So that diffused the energy, because all these things want to do is terrify the fucking shit out of us. And because you said you're not real,
yeah,
you kind of convinced yourself it wasn't.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I would argue that it might have been a real thing.
Yeah, maybe. Well, it's the not wanting to be poncy, but it's like what is real. So yeah,
exactly.
I know what you're saying. Obviously, it's not physical, but something that was an entity or.
It was there.
Not just my imagination, not just a dream. Yeah. So yeah, quite possibly. Obviously, I've since then, that was many years ago before I met you. That there's lots, obviously, so much that I've.
No, you had that in our bedroom as well.
Yeah, that was a different time though. But that was just a thing. I was just sort of turning over in bed, and it felt as if there was something sort of a shadow, sort of turning over at the same time, but again, it was gone as blink of an eye sort of thing. But this other earlier was more. I mean, it's a classic thing, and it is. And I remember seeing a documentary on it way back earlier. You know, when talking about it, I think someone I worked with at the time had said that had some similar experience, and what was it about? And then there was a documentary, and it was it was a standard sort of mainstream documentary where it was trying to rationalize it all with being psychological things of the mind, and it was it was saying, as a number of people have said, maybe in a different sense, that it's a similar type of experience where now people are saying, they've had an alien encounter, whereas in the past they'd say it was demons, but a lot of the description of it very similar, and people say it's a similar type of entity. It's just people projecting whatever that thing of the day is.
Well, like the jinn taking on many different forms of things, etc.
So I think there was some sort of spirit entity to these things.
And about his foreskin. That's
an entity that I don't want to visualize.
Me in the middle of the night,
physically, spiritually, emotionally, or in a dream state. Sorry, ego, nothing personally.
It's not ego. Don't blame ego. It's bloody dirty DJ.
DJ. Sorry, ego.
Dirty DJ. Don't blame, because it was slightly mucky. You're blaming bloody ego.
It could have been either of you, to be fair. And
bloody hell! Casting aspersions. Yeah. Okay. What psychic ability would you like to reawaken? I say reawaken. I was going to say, which psychic ability would you like to have? And then I remembered that we have got them. They're just latent. So, which psychic ability would you like to reawaken?
Well, I suppose, some way of seeing.
So DJ was supposed to put that in Nick Fuentes' live stream. I think that's hilarious.
You're double live streaming us. You're two timing on the live streams, are you, DJ?
It's absolutely fine because it's given that comedy gold in there. All of a sudden, we're talking about bloody shadow people and dreaming, and DJ's like, penis.
That'd be funny if you put a comment that's intended for us and you put it in his chat. That might also cause some confusion.
I haven't intended. It's even. Hello? You want to teleport? Oh, Connor just answered that question. He's outside. Connor would like to teleport.
Yeah, well, that'd be a good one.
You can, Connor. You could go further than just at the shop.
Yeah.
What's it called? What's that thing called? It'd be easier to get to work.
Remote viewing?
Remote viewing, Connor, it's a real thing. Do you remember you came downstairs? Connor came downstairs once, and I just heard about remote viewing. I was sat in the kitchen, I was trying to do it. And Connor's like, what are you doing? I said, I'm trying to remote view. He says, Connor, you actually said, I fucking love this house. Yeah, you paid me a compliment for being weird, and that's when I knew you'd grown up. Is that out of my fucking head? No, I was trying to remote view because I'd only just heard about it, so you no, Connor, you genuinely did. You came downstairs and you said, what are you doing? I said, I'm trying to remote view. I'm trying to figure out where this blah, blah, blah. And you said, I fucking love this house. You said, because you never know what you would expect when you walk in the kitchen. Swear to you, I was really proud of myself. It doesn't sound like something you'd say. That's why I've remembered it. I'm proud of myself. Guess what mine and Mark's proudest thing is? You ain't the other boy. Not mainly you. Why don't you come in and say hello? Hello, everybody. Connor says hello. From the bin.
The voice from the bin. So I suppose that's basically what I would.
The associate of the crafty nihilist, Ben calls him, because Ben's really nice and doesn't want to dox my son. So Ben calls Connor the associate of the crafty nihilist because he don't want to dox him. I fucking dox him all the time. So what's it going to happen? He lose his job. He could get out. Did you hear that? That was another little. Shut the fuck up, Liz, and get on with it. In the one word. Right, you're so rude. Right, what are we on now? Stop looking at them.
I'm not. I really am not.
So what did you say?
Well, it probably is basically remote viewing what I'm saying. Just
Margaret says hi. So does Mary. He says hi back. Connor says, how's it going, Mary? How's it going, Margaret? We'll let him speak now.
TV gold.
Mark says we got to wait for their response before Mark can answer.
Connor, the associate said
that. Please tell me none of you watch this on a big telly, which is high definition. And there's a reason I say that, because I'm not a fancy bird. You probably worked that out. We'll let Mark answer in a minute. So I don't care about getting paint and glue and gubbins on my clothes because I'm not a fancy bird. And just before we were going live on air, I said to Mark, I got a white bit of glue on my nipple of my top. And then I thought nobody see it, and then I thought fucking shitting hell, HD televisions.
So the thing is, if you notice, it's not even.
Not now,
shock,
but back when I was doing the fucking OnlyFans part of this live stream.
Well, I think a bit of bloody white glue on your nipples are least of your problems. So
I'm glad it went for the fucking hot glue gun.
I think if people did,
I'm an absolute mess.
Did the glue at that point, it's probably just as well they just
I'm a
do
mess.
distraction.
I'm an absolute mess.
Distraction technique.
Right. So what's your answer?
What's the question?
Fuck knows. Something about glue on nipples, I think. How did we get down this dirty, mucky rabbit hole?
I think it was DJ's foreskin.
It is your foreskin, DJ.
You're pissed now, aren't you?
I've had a few pints. Who's going to teleport? Chloe wants to teleport. Where would she go? She's going back to Malaysia. Without a 13-hour flight. That makes fucking sense. That makes sense. I thought it was because she couldn't fucking stand me then. It's not that. Wait, Mark, what's your answer? Don't know.
Can you ask a question?
What would your psychic ability? What psychic ability would you like to reawaken?
Yeah. Well, so it's basically, I think it amounts to remote, going beyond yourself and being able to see other realms or other.
Oh, thank Christ for that. None of them are looking at me. Nipple glue.
Will be now.
So we all want to remote view. Well, we can.
Next question.
That was the thing.
Yeah.
Mark.
Hello.
Where have you felt most plugged into source?
Oh, Christ.
Yeah.
I said the motto for AA, Alcoholics Anonymous, not the Automobile Association, should be go from the source to the source. I thought that would be quite good.
They might only get that if they're from Britain. I think it's only us that calls alcohol sauce, as in ketchup sauce. Fucking shut up.
Anyway,
where have you felt most plugged into source?
Well, it probably goes back to that experience I was saying before, when whatever that was, of the sort of dog spirit or something inside of me that I still to this.
Yeah.
I haven't actually ever really thought about it that much since the event, which is quite weird. Maybe it's some sort of, because it was so weird, or and so. Yeah.
It's like me when I saw the UFOs.
Mm.
I forgot about them for fucking 20 years. I forgot about I'd seen 5 UFOs in one go. A lump of UFOs. Completely forgot about it. And then all of a sudden I'm like, why am I watching UFO videos? What the fuck's going on? So it was when you had that doggy experience.
Well,
don't start, Mark.
No. But I mean, but there was a connection there with something. 100%. I know. I was completely conscious through it. I wasn't drunk or taking anything.
You were probably drunk.
No, I don't. No, I don't think.
What day of the week was it?
No.
Rick's watching this at the bar with no headphones or volume. This must be really. What are you hearing that for? What's the matter with you?
Brilliant.
Rick, you can't hear a word we're saying, can you? Rick? Because he can't hear us. But he's watching our face. Should we do something really weird? And he'll be like, what the fuck are they doing? Oh, we've been doing that for 2 hours, to be fair. I could get the cow hand puppet. I'm gonna. Okay. No, just don't look at the questions.
Yeah, it's not going to help me at this stage.
I want to do it for the people.
You said we were about to say for the fans.
Yeah, and I realised. Oh, that's too optimistic. We've only got one Guinness left between us. He's bloody had one.
All right, well, We could split it. We could.
I'm bleeding, bleeding.
Are you having the alcohol? Yes.
My fuck. I was teetotal for 7 years. Right, ready? Hear what we're doing. So this is for Rick because he can't hear what's going on. So like he's literally in the bar really wanting to know why we're doing this. There's absolutely no reason at all other than severe mental illness, probably.
If you move it just up with a light,
Yeah.
you like it on his
What
head.
you doing? What you doing with the cow?
Because he's got like an aura.
Space cow.
Space cow.
Space cow.
That's a whole animated adventure.
It's gonna be
Cartoon series, isn't it?
Watch this space. Rick literally
Space
has
cow.
no idea what's going on right now. Nothing's going on. But I'm going to confuse him. I'm confusing myself.
What number question are we on?
I'm talking to the cow. Oh,
We'll get the cow to
do what you do with it. Ventriloquisps. Ventriloquisps. They go.
Ventriloquisps.
They go S. They go
crunch.
Ventriloquists. I'm going to do it. What was that? What should we call him? Cow.
Space cow.
Space cow. Oh yeah. What was that space cow? What's getting on your last nerve? And pretend that was a glitch.
Would you try and ventriloquism? See if you can throw your voice. Do the old got the gear, got the gear.
It doesn't have to be got a gear.
No, but that's the cliched.
Or
we could ask another question. Space cow can ask.
Space cow can ask the question. Yeah, what the fuck? I wish I could delete real time. I wish I could just delete the
your psychic power.
my psychic powers. I wish I could delete my life. No. Why all of a sudden can't you say dying and killing? Why have you got to say?
Well, you just said it.
Yeah, but no, but every single video I watch, even for people like us, say unaliving. Since when did that memo come through?
Well, along with everything else, the control of language.
Yeah, but I mean, we've got another one on the bandwagon of assisted dying. What's her name? Horrocks. And what was she in again? A lot of things, but what was she in mainly? She's a famous British actress now, and she's the one banging the
voice. She was famous for doing the singing.
Oh, anyway, she's a funny woman.
She was in Absolutely Fabulous as the.
Yeah, she's a funny woman. She is a good actress,
and she got incredible mimic voice. So that's why the little voice was written for her.
Yeah, no, but I'm a bit disappointed that she's on this bandwagon now. But she might be doing it with all good intentions, for all I know. Christ, that's a bit fucking fifth dimensional for me, isn't it? I've been pretty fifth dimensional recently.
You are never.
That's another teaser. I'm getting a sweaty hand. I've got my hand up a cow's arse. Right.
You could
Space Cow's going to ask the question. Yeah. I'm very uncomfortable, Mark. Oh my god. Right. Okay. Hold on.
Is that Space Cow talking about that?
No. Does it look like Space Cow's talking about that?
Yes.
Mark.
Yes, Space Cow.
I should go, really, shouldn't I?
Well, yeah.
Mark.
Yes, Space Cow.
What's your favourite book?
Well, you've done this before, and there's a 15 questions for Mark or some such on the thing. And I normally say Crime and Punishment. I'm not going to deviate from that because it's immense, and I reread it not long ago. Although it's pretty close with Brothers Karamazov, Dostoevsky both. And it's one of that. It is a sort of an archetype. People joke about that. Old pretentious people. Oh, they say Dostoevsky's their favourite author on it. And so I don't know. Maybe I'm pretentious, but I do actually. But this is a short in itself, and I'm talking about Dostoevsky, Crime and Punishment, to Space Cow. So I was just saying how it's classically a Ponzi thing to say like, oh, I'm really intellectual, I'm into Dostoevsky. But it's been brilliantly punctured by the fact that I'm answering. I
think I've just read myself. That was Space Cow.
And that's hope it was. Did you say why? We don't really care anymore.
I don't care. I'm too busy laughing at my own self.
Yeah, I think I've banged on the band.
Christ, that's so funny.
It's about life, love, the spiritual. I mean, it's very Christian from a Christian perspective because that's Dostoevsky. But I think there's, but like I've read these excerpts as well from it. There's so much in there, and it is uncanny when you read it. This is pre-revolutionary Russia, but all these movements going on there, like the nihilists, nothing to do with us, but these sort of proto movements that were developing, and they were this sort of more modernized Russia, and it was moving towards what would eventually be the Russian Revolution. But there was so much, some quotes that I've read out on videos that you can find, where it was sort of really preempting things we do now, like the a character who just like wants the latest thing, the latest social movement, or the
social movement.
Yeah, he wants to be seen into the latest thing, the classic meme of now. But things like that, and just a devastating, amazing piece written right at the end of the book. But yeah, it's incredibly detailed as well. Description and characters are amazing. I can't say any other book that's better than that. There's many other brilliant books out there. But I'll go with that.
Mark,
yeah.
What's your favourite film and why?
Is that 2 questions? Oh, well,
it's like Gordon the Gopher. Philip Schofield hand. Look at his horns. Look at his horns. Look on the telly at his horns.
Yeah.
Oh, it's funny. Okay, go.
Well, I'll go with the Godfather films, although I find it difficult to split them between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But
Three's got its merits.
I mean,
not gonna lie, except for that stupid lippy tart. Number 3 has got its merits. People slag it off.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, yes, it has.
But she's a shit actress.
Yes. She's not an actress.
She wasn't supposed to be in it though, Mark, was she?
No.
She's what's his name's daughter, isn't she, Mark? Winona Ryder. Was it?
No, Winona Ryder was supposed to be in it.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She was supposed to be in it, but it's what's his name's daughter, isn't it?
Coppola's, but now very good.
Coppola's daughter.
Now a good director.
She's a good director in her own right, but fuck off. Get behind the camera.
Okay.
It's a good film.
Yeah. Well, and that maybe makes it more explicit in the 3rd one, although it's not as good a film, but all these connections where I do like the way that it weaves in the
church
non-fiction things around the Roman Catholic Church, and the things that happened with the Pope that just lasted a few days.
That's fascinating, wasn't it?
And then died, and all that stuff with the Vatican Bank, and the guy that was was his name Nicholas? But anyway, the guy that the bank that was hanging from Blackfriars Bridge, and I know Thomas Sheridan's done a thing about it. But certainly the first 2 have got so much as well, which shows these hidden connections of organised crime and how it links in, although it's more a little bit under the surface. But I think it does tie in actually to Whitney Webb's talk on the Neil Oliver, and obviously what she's written about, because she talks about organised crime connections with intelligence services and the deep state and all that, and that all comes out in the Godfather films. And she talked about the Jewish mob, Was it? What's his name?
Who?
Oh,
that
was it Mayor Lance? No.
Mayor Lansky.
Is that it? Yeah.
That yeah, he was the one that was doing all the casinos.
Yeah. So that's probably the Hyman Roth character, probably
100%.
in the second Godfather film, who is Jewish organised crime. So yeah, all this stuff is obviously referenced in there, but obviously we've changed names, fictionalized characters, but just incredibly made films and just look amazing. And obviously you've got the older scenes with the De Niro in the second one. Just incredible.
Worst film ever made. Oh, I got a sweaty hand. Get Space Cow off me. Get him off me. Get off me, Space Cow.
Christ.
I'll just put him there so that you don't feel left out.
Worst film. Can't see the chat then, have you?
I'll put him there.
I can't see.
Oh, I'll put him back here.
Yeah, I put him there. Let's put him up here.
See, you want him to be in it as well, don't you, Space Cow?
Worst film.
He's going to be in all of them now.
Wow. Tricky. I'm trying to think because actually no, I've got it. I've got it, but I couldn't say what the name. I couldn't remember what the name was. But I went. Okay. I'm sure that I'm pretentious.
You are pretentious.
Thank you very much.
It's that Russian thing that you made me and Connor watch. It is Russian, isn't it?
Yeah.
He makes us watch
a pretty
pretentious anyway, Russian show.
Anyway, there's a lot of good films. Doesn't have to, just because it's a little bit more arty doesn't mean it's a bad film.
It does.
But anyway, there was this film that I saw. I went to it at the Bath Film Festival.
Shit.
And I should have known from the blurb because it was something like you could, in retrospect, you can tell that even the.
I'm trying to.
You can tell that even the people doing the blurb to try and big it up for the festival, they obviously
thought it was shit.
They obviously probably thought it was shit because it was something like this is something like sometimes you just got to give things a chance and just go for it and
really,
but it was, I think it was from Thailand, and it was supposed to have connections with, I think, sort of folk legends from the area, but basically it was sort of like a bit of a romance, I think, between these two gay guys in this village in Thailand, but it was all just very it was all just very well, basically boring, nothing much happening. And then all of a sudden it went into a bit where it was supposed to be sort of an imagery thing where there was sort of a tiger running in the forest, and it was obviously supposed to be, well, actually, I don't fucking know what's references to folk stuff. But it basically went on for about 2 hours, and then it finished. And
like this fucking answer. That was quite a funny one.
You're a bit tired and emotional, aren't you?
I ain't fucking emotional. Yeah, I'm usually emotional. I tell you what, I want to answer that. I don't know if it's the worst film I've ever watched, but the fucking weirdest film I've ever watched. Some shit when you went away and I watched it, and there was like, I think somebody was it shitting and little people.
Oh, was it Magic Mountain or Holy Mountain?
Something about a mount. I didn't understand it. But I'm still traumatized.
I was, this was years ago when my parents were still alive. I was back at my parents, and I was getting these text messages through, or WhatsApp, or whatever the hell it was. And
smoke signals. Probably.
It was just like a continuous stream of stuff. It's like, what am I watching? Oh my god, they've taken the shit. Oh my god, they're doing this. Oh my god, why have you left me alone? This is the kind of thing that happens when I'm. Oh my god, it's.
I'm trying to watch it. It's awful. What's it supposed to be about then? That mountain thing. Holy mountain. What's it supposed to be about then?
That's a whole bloody interview. I haven't seen it, and I'm not really into it.
It's very strange,
Life,
Mark.
universe, and everything.
It's very strange indeed. Anyway, right, Mark.
Hello.
Do you prefer dark toilet, slapstick, surreal, observational, self-deprecating, or improv humour?
Observational. There's a moth that's coming because we've got open window.
That's not funny.
Moth coming through the
It's
window.
fine. It's not. He's all right. He's going to last 5 minutes.
He won't be the first. He'll be the first. He won't be the last. Yeah, observational humour. If that was the quick run through there. I would say, you know, when you got like stand-ups that are really good, and they're talking about life, just everyday life and experiences that everyone knows, and just bringing out how ridiculous is it. That I think is.
Oh, it's surreal.
I quite often like surreal.
Can't just have it.
Probably that should have been my answer, but I missed it
every day.
Brilliant. Oh yes, Mighty Boosh, Liz. Yeah, that's one of those things. I bought the DVD of Mighty Boosh. It's like, oh Liz, you should see this. You'll really like this. She's like, no, I don't want to watch that. No, that's rubbish. I think I played one clip of one scene. She's like, oh, that's not funny. That's rubbish. I went away for the weekend, came back. Oh, I've been watching this brilliant series with Connor, Mighty Boosh. It's hilarious. I love it. It's the best thing. Oh, look at that character, that character. It's just the best series. It's brilliant. It's hilarious. Why didn't you ever show me it?
I did that with someone else as well, didn't
I? League of Gentlemen.
Yeah. That's fucking funny, mind.
Yeah, I was like, oh, it would be brilliant to watch all this with you, Liz. I think you really like it. No, don't want to do it. Come back. Yeah, watch the entire series and everything, all the spin-offs, everything they've ever done. Done it. Watch everything, all of it, absolutely everything.
And then we went to see them live, and it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. I thought
League of Gentlemen is one of my.
Thought I was going to die. If nobody's ever seen it, go and watch the sketch Pamela Douve, Douve, or Douvre. I don't know. Pamela Douve sketch by League of Gentlemen. We saw that live, and I think I might have laughed up my spleen.
No, they were very good.
The fun.
They're very dark.
And when one of them comes up, what is it?
Horror humour.
What's the name of the people? The name of Mark
Gatiss, who's
when he's on, I'm like, he's my favourite, and then the other one will come on, I go, no, he's my favourite, and then they're all fucking brilliant. But it's the same as a Mighty Boosh. Fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so
I'd probably actually.
So surreal or observational? So surreal, you've nicked mine. Am I right?
Well, I think I missed surreal because you rabbited them out.
I love that. But that's
get the Space Cow back. It's better, isn't
it? Space Cow. Space Cow back. He's a better interviewer. Yeah. All right, I will.
Space Cow's going to have its own bloody channel from now on. They probably have more subscribers, I expect.
It won't fucking surprise me.
No.
Thumbs up it.
Go viral, Space Cow.
Thumbs up it, Space Cow. I might make him some costumes.
Yeah, I expect that will be a thing. Yeah. Well, it will save me bloody getting dressed up in a stupid costume, made to dance. Be Space Cow from now on. It's all you. It's all down to you.
It's not me. It's Space Cow.
Down to you now.
You don't like you.
You can take over.
That's Space
That's
Cow.
you.
That's Space Cow.
Creating the violence. Right, surely we must be coming towards the end.
Where is the soul located? Oh no, that was me. Try it again.
Hey?
Where is the soul located?
Right. Well, I think I've sort of answered this before. I think there's a higher, deeper soul at some other level, which is beyond a life. In another dimension, I suppose. But I still think there might be a sort of a splinter soul that might come from the existence that you've had in this physical realm, and how that's come, and sort of the energy around that. But yeah, I think there's a higher soul which is in a different dimension, if you like. Yeah.
Right. Space Cow.
So, what does everyone want to do a poll on Liz drinking during live streams? Is it a good idea or bad? Question for the audience. If you want to vote, just say good or bad. If you want to put in the chat or add comments later, as if you're watching the live stream down the line, future days, weeks, years. People maybe. It's one of these things. People have find artifacts centuries ago. Maybe it'll be on the internet, and they'll be able to find things that or they'll float it out into the cosmos, an alien race will get this transmission that's gone out
Space.
millions of years in the future, and the space cow will become a holy.
Yeah, a holy cow.
Oh, sacred cow.
Yeah.
Right, next question, my lovely.
You talking to me or Space Cow?
Either.
Oh. Right, Space Cow is going to read it.
Space cow.
Space Cow. We do need to fucking do this.
Yeah, it's going to have your whole brain.
You saw it here. You saw the genesis of Space Cow live on air. Right, let's have a look. What are we doing? Mark?
Yeah.
What did you say? Oh, I'll replay it. I was too busy being Space Cow. Mark? I can't remember writing number 45. I don't think I did.
We'll read it out, man.
What is your favourite day of the week? Oh, no, I can remember now.
Well, I mean, it's going to be really boring, but it's an old number, isn't it? Saturday.
It's not. Oh, yeah, it's pretty boring.
Because of the live stream. But just generally, it's Saturday, isn't it?
It's a lie-in, not the live stream, you dickhead.
Well, everything, you know, a lie-in. It's like I work Monday to Friday, so obviously the best day in general.
Oh, hold on.
Is Saturday.
So how do you say that, mate? Is a holy cow. Trust bloody Mari to have some bloody highbrow stuff in there. I know what you're talking about,
yeah.
but I can't say it.
You can't say it, but
no.
then that's the Guinness, probably.
No, it ain't. It's the fucking brain.
All right, that as well.
What was your answer? Oh, some boring shit about Saturday, wasn't it?
Well, what other day? What? Oh, Monday's my favourite day. Obviously, I love Mondays.
I don't know why.
Brilliant. Start of the working week. Yeah, I love a Monday.
I don't know why I said it. I think it's because I don't work now. So
yeah.
Ask me.
What's your favourite day of the week?
All of them. Ask me what.
I'm glad I didn't ask that in my questions, which I don't think I'll get to ask today.
Honestly, this is going on and on and on, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought it would. You're like, oh, we're over quickly.
We should have done 50 fucking questions.
Whose idea was that?
Space Cow.
Yeah. But it's good because you basically answered your own questions as well. Anyway.
Oh, Mari, am I going to share about my spirit experience? My what?
Go on, yeah. Go on, give us.
No, not right now.
Oh, Liz.
I'm embarrassed. Too shy. Right, Mark.
Hello.
Drug experiences? Question mark.
Well, magic mushrooms in Mexico. Yeah, it was. No, it was in this campsite near Palenque. If anyone knows it.
Oh, it's quite a depressing story, this, isn't it?
No.
Tell the depressing story. It's okay. Makes you human. Makes you human.
It's not depressing.
It might make people that are feeling depressed feel better.
All right, so near Palenque. So it's if you don't know, amazing Mayan ruins, and they're, you know, a lot of it's still overgrown with forest, which gives it that extra like Indiana Jones type real feel. It's an incredible site. So sort of a campsite quite close to those, and there was lots of sort of hippie type people there, travelers. But yeah, someone had magic mushrooms, and it was on my birthday when I was there, and had a few drinks as well, and then. All right, lovely.
Space Cow loves you,
and I love you too, Space Cow.
Thank you.
So then, yeah, and then I had these magic mushrooms that someone had as well, and I just felt, yeah, just a bit zonked out really, just sort of flat on the back. And there was like a circle around the fire, people were singing, and there was a couple of people with guitars. But I don't know, inwardly, I was just feeling that I was sort of a little bit rejected from the circle. And I was like, oh, I'm a nice person type thing, you know, please love me type something, but all inwardly. And then someone started playing a song on the guitar, whatever it was, I don't know, but the words that were coming through to me were basically, oh, it's okay, we love you. And I felt accepted and all that.
Aww.
So it was quite, it felt emotional. It was something that, you know, no one else on the circle was aware of. I think I did actually mention it to a couple of people like the next day, and I don't know what it didn't happen. But yeah, I mean, obviously it wasn't like a.
Yeah, that was one of your shadows, Mark.
Yeah. But I mean, it wasn't like a euphoric moment, but at the same time, it wasn't like
it was
terrible.
comforting. It was comforting when you needed comfort.
Yeah, I felt emotional at the end of it.
But that was one of your shadows coming to the surface, there, babe, wasn't
it? Yeah. Things were being revealed, barriers were coming down.
You've made Space Cow sad.
No reason to be
sad.
Yeah,
it's sad. Right. Mark, what the fuck is the Mandela effect? And I really need an answer to this one because it's doing my fucking noodle in. We discovered one, you probably know, we say it every fucking time. Matchstick men and matchstick cats and dogs is now matchstalk bollocks, is it? Moving on.
No, that isn't that. Just to be clear, that's not actually the line of the song now. Matchstalk men bollocks, is it? And it's matchstalk men bollocks, is it? And it's
it's starting to affect his brain now. Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, right there.
CERN, potentially.
Do you really think it is?
I don't know. I think, and this will be a talk sometime later, but I think lots of stuff around the 80s, which when I was writing around my masters, I wrote a couple of books that were written around the 80s. One particular I talked about before, Child in Time, and it's to do with mixing around of time. There's a lot around that period, and I think that connects also possibly with the Mandela effect. So I know CERN, I think it had been in existence before that, but it really started upgraded and went to a different level, maybe 79 or that sort of thing, or early 80s. Yeah, I think it probably is comes into this.
God, I really want to know.
But maybe it was also just the time, you know, and it's, you know,
with
cycles of time, and we're coming into, like people talking about, we're coming into this new shift.
The Yugas coming out of Kali, going into Para.
Yeah, maybe it's all connected with that sort of.
I think it is. I came up with a really good thing about it, didn't I? And I've forgotten it. Brilliant, Liz.
Future live stream or video or.
It's a past one. You'll have to watch the rest of them, but
Okay, next question.
Okay. That was boring. I'm not doing that one.
Oh.
So, all right, I will. Favorite song and why? I thought that was a bit boring.
Well,
I might be wrong. It might be the most interesting question I've ever had. Is this taking 2.5 hours?
Yeah, so we're definitely not doing yours tonight, are we?
I don't do as much as you, though.
It's one of these things. The first thing that's coming to my head.
Oh, because mine changes every week, depending on what mood I'm in.
So, okay, I'm just going to go with, because I saw something on the internet about it recently, so I put mine. But I know it's maybe a cheesy answer, but Stairway to Heaven.
That is pretty cheesy.
No. Okay, I'm only saying it now because it's the first thing that popped into my head.
Jeez.
But I do like it, although, funny enough, I was seeing an interview with Robert Plant, like, in more recent times, and he was saying that for him it's not like one of his favourite songs, and he was sort of giving the impression that, well, or basically the music had been written first and he had to fit the lyrics in with the song, and he was asked, I think he said he was asked to do something that was like really English, I think it was his words, but obviously I extrapolate more from that in a sort of pagan, it's got that sort of feel to it.
It's not just got that feel to it, it's got all sorts of symbolism in it.
Yeah. So anyway, I like a lot of that symbolism, and I think there's a little bit of mystery to the song, and whether that was intended or not, I think there's stuff within it. I think it's a brilliant song musically as well. Yeah, and they're my favourite band, and I know there's all some stuff around it, and Jimmy Page, Alistair Crowley, all the rest of it. So I'm not denying any of that, but there's a lot of power there. to the music. So I'm just going to say that.
There is.
Just going to say that for now.
Right.
Because it's something that's important to me.
49.
Quite quick, because I'm bursting for the loo.
Why?
Sorry?
That's the question.
Why am I bursting for the loo? Because of 2 pints of Guinness. Why not?
That's shit, mate.
No, but in a lot of ways, in a lot of ways, don't. But some people say, "Oh, why bother with life? Why do this? Why do that?" But
see, I didn't write the why as in that.
See, why not? On. Why not? Because
but I didn't write the why as in how you've interpreted. That's interesting.
We've made it very open by just saying the word why. I
have made it very open.
So,
but I'm. Maybe I'll just leave it. I won't tell you what my intention was, though. To
explore, because we're all here to learn, and so yeah, let's carry on doing. Because
we're here to learn.
Well,
what we are here to learn, or something else is here to learn.
I don't know.
Like the big plasma beach ball.
Sorry, my lovely. What's the last question?
You just completely missed me saying the big plasma beach ball, which is probably the best line I've come up with all fucking night.
Right.
Oh my Christ! If you could see the dilemma.
All right.
Move that one to your left first, babe.
Okay.
Because look at all this. He's going for a wee.
All right. Well.
Upstairs, will they hear it?
You're going to have to ad-lib. I'm sorry. You and Space Cow can have
How am I supposed to ad-lib?
All right, what's the last question?
It's a joke, Mark. I can add to fuck-lib.
I know, but I'm just saying, what's the last question?
I can't remember.
All right, can you ask me now? Quickly before I go. All right, see you in a moment.
That's enough of that. But I thought it was hilarious. I'm back. Oh Christ. Oh fucking hell. Right. So Mark's last question is, are we going to win? Oh God, I'm so... Well, not wearing this fucking cardigan, we're not. Are we going to win? That's going to be Mark's last question. And I don't just want a yes for a... Yes, Rick. Rick, can you hear us now or not? Because, Rick, you're the inspiration for Space Cow. Because you said you couldn't hear a thing that maybe still can't. I'm going to wait for him to answer. But if he can't hear us, he ain't going to answer. It takes a while for the penny to drop. Oh, Rick can hear us. Rick, you are the inspiration for Space Cow. Do you know why? Because you said, I can't hear a thing you're saying. I've got headphones in, but I still can't hear or something. And I said, right, we need to do something visual to really confuse Rick. So I got Space Cow. Rick, did it confuse you? When you sat there going, what the fuck are they talking about? I want to know what the fuck they're talking about, because that was the whole point of it. Please tell me that Space Cow elicited some kind of confusion, at least, because that was the whole intention. But now he's taken on a whole life of his own, and people in the chat, people have witnessed the genesis of Space Cow, and he's taken on he can have his own channel. He's not, obviously, can't even fucking be bothered with this one. That's a joke. So anyway, the question for Mark when he gets back is, are we going to win? What do you think, guys? Rick's laughing. Rick! Space Cow. All right? It's because of you. Do you know what? I bought this for my friend, Donna. No, I didn't. That's a complete fucking lie. I bought it for somebody I used to work with called Steve. Or did I buy it for Donna? I think I bought it for Donna for Christmas. Yes, I did. I bought it for Donna because she was a new grandmother. So I bought she was my Secret Santa. So for Secret Santa, I had some nice pictures. I thought they were nice. I gave them some of my pictures that I painted. And I thought I'd get a little kid a little present as well. For a little grandkid a present. But then I went off sick, because I always do. I don't think it's intentionally to miss Christmas dues, but I have done that for the last 3 years. And so Space Cow never got delivered. It's the baby. So now we've got Space Cow, and there's definitely going to be some. He's going to have his own little shorts. He definitely is. I mean, what could go wrong? I've not got anything to lose, have I? To be fair. So maybe you guys could write me some scripts for Space Cow. Why don't you write me some like 1 minute scripts for Space Cow? And then we can do some shorts, because you can go between 15 seconds and 1 minute for a short. So Space Cow shorts, exactly. And I'll make him some shorts. It's like fucking Inception, isn't it? So guys, so Rick, yeah, thank you. Because he's been on my easel. My easel looks like a tall, skinny cow at all times. Because the pointy bit of an easel, Space Cow. So he's just been sat there doing nothing for a year. And now you've breathed life into him. You're like Space Cow's god, Rick. How's that feel? I'm hoping that's smart, because I'm running out of shite to talk. I'm probably not running out of shite to talk. Why am I keeping him there like fucking Gordon the Gopher? I've had a bit of a spiritual awakening, everybody. There's a preamble within a preamble that I need to go right back to the beginning of the preamble. So, I watched this oh, he's back. My spiritual awakening is going to have to be for another time. He's back.
No, please say.
Right, come on, Mark. So your last question is... This is funny. Sit. With that lovely... Yeah, more puppet. I know. Why don't we just leave fucking Space Cow to do it? He'd do a better job than us. Mark. Oh, Mark. Last question.
Yeah.
Are we going to win?
Yes.
I don't just want yes.
Well, what do you want then?
A bit more.
It's a nice one.
Okay, Mark. In more than one word.
Yes, we are.
Fuck you.
Well, no, but I mean, if you're going to ask how, I don't know for sure.
You don't look like you've got so fucking freaky. Oh no, don't do that. You see that? No. Look at, see like that, and just move like that and like that. Got a body. This is the best live stream we've ever done. Let's put them off and watching the rest. Right, all hail Space Cow. I said he's Rick's god. Carry on. Why are we going to win?
Love.
Oh, that's true, though.
Yeah.
It is that simple. And because it's that simple, that should be good news.
Well, let's hope there is just, like we say, there is this movement of the cycles, which is, you know, written in time. Yeah. And so
it's happened before.
So it's going to happen again. And they're trying to fight against it to stop it, but don't think they can.
But it's so right. We've made it all so bloody complicated with our highfalutin frontal lobes and cerebral, what is it?
Palsy?
No. It's offensive.
No.
We got intelligent and we made everything really, really difficult. When in fact it's not really difficult. Cats get it. Cats only meow to ingratiate themselves. They learnt to meow so that they could get whiskers and tickles. So they've learnt that love will get them their needs met. It's really basic and really simple. But we've made it really complicated, and we think there's some sort of like really difficult fucking Kabbalah, tree of life, fucking difficult bloody ritual. No, it's not. It's just love. And that's why we started these live streams. Because we were so fucking sick to death of the nonsense. We still are, and we still get depressed. But we wanted to bring people together because we wanted to be with people too, didn't we? And that's kind of, that's love, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh,
that's love, bringing the people together.
Well, it's community, which they tried to break up, obviously. You know, the whole setting people against each other and that sort of thing. So, yeah, so this is part of the opposite of that, really, isn't it? trying to bring people together.
This is brilliant. They all want Space Cow to be their god, and Linda said, "Get Space Cow to share your experiences." That's hilarious because it's like one of those dolls that you give to children that have been abused.
Trust Liz.
Don't trust me.
No, trust Liz to.
Did they hurt you, Space Cow? Disembodied head! The disapproving disembodied head! That's a brilliant name for a band. The disapproving disembodied head.
That sounds like something out of the Mighty Boosh as well.
It's so brilliant. DJ wants to know, where did Space Cow touch you? No, DJ got the wrong end of the stick. Just because you got a foreskin.
That's the wrong end of the stick.
It might be the right end of the stick.
Something up with the end of the stick.
No, there's nothing wrong with DJ's end of his stick.
I'm referring to Space Cow now. I don't want to visualize.
Space Cow's a girl.
Well, who says that?
Girls.
Well, you can identify as anything you want these days.
Space Cow ain't woke. I certainly wouldn't have my hand up its arsehole if it was.
And that's the same for me.
Shut up! Just because you've got no legs to stand on, literally, because he's a disapproving, disembodied head. This is the fucking weirdest live stream we've ever done.
But I've got my head floating.
I don't know what. Oh, look, me too.
Yeah, but you got your hands.
Yeah, I know. Hiding my. Okay. If I put my t-shirt,
I've ruined it.
Yeah, don't ruin it. We're going to be disembodied heads. Okay. I don't know who's the most stupid, me and Mark or you lot, for watching this shit. To be fair. Oh, I need it a bit higher. Yeah. Right, hold on. Imagine if somebody just.
Well, I'm going back in space and time. Oh no, I ruined it.
That's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Wait, try to do it seriously. Why did it work? Stop now!
Oh.
Right, you got to ask me 50 fucking questions now. Fucking hell.
Fuck that. It's nearly 10 o'clock.
Just ask me a couple then. I've got a bit left out.
Yeah, you haven't said anything all those last 3/4 hours. People probably didn't even know you were there.
She was Space Cow.
Pissed as arseholes. Pissed as arseholes.
Ask me a couple of questions.
The people in the chat can ask.
No, fucking ask me any questions.
Ow, no, Liz has got to say, look, you've got to. Ow.
I'll do a separate video on it because it's got preambles.
Right.
Come on, here's your computer.
You've given the teasers. This could be the most. No.
I mean, no, watch it. Thanks for your 3-hour takeover, Mark. Right.
Hold on. Oh, got to turn the computer on.
Fuck my life. Can't you remember any of them?
Yeah.
Go on then.
What?
Do you want Space Cow?
Your favourite place?
Space Cow.
No.
Norway. See, I didn't do all that fucking umming shit, do I?
All right.
Next.
Boring.
I'm not boring now. That's not the one. That's not the.
What's your favourite artist?
Monk. Next.
Well, Monk, is it not Picasso?
Yeah, Edward Monk. Next.
What about Norway?
Next. I get through 50 fucking questions in 3 minutes.
No, you do. What's your spirit animal?
Hedgehog. Next.
Okay,
fucking quick, I can do it.
Who's your favourite footballer?
Wait a minute. Messy.
Yeah. What's your star sign?
That's a stupid question. I know my star sign. What?
What you mean? What?
I know my
So
star
the questions that are asked have to be things you don't know the answer to.
Oh, could
Isn't it part of like an interview? So you answer the questions so people that don't know, that are in the audience, get the answer.
Oh, some of them do. Mari's done me such a big thing, and I went, "Oh fucking hell, Mari!" That reminds me. I didn't have no space on my phone, so it said, "Do you want to delete everything?" I fucking deleted everything, and it even deleted my free Spotify, so I've got to fucking pay for it now. Mari, all that fucking stuff you sent me, can you send it to me in email? Because Mari did. What?
Poor Mari.
Yeah, I know. That's why I go in my shell in the summer.
That was going to be the next question.
Crabs don't like the summer.
Do you share the characteristics of your sign?
Yeah.
Right.
I do, because hard on the outside, soft in the middle, and homely, like they carry their homes around with them. So I like my home to be homely. Like I don't really like anybody coming in here. Mm-hmm. I'm starting to now because of my recent spiritual awakening. Mm-hmm. But yeah, definitely. But sometimes I have to withdraw into my shell. But I don't have fucking makeup for it when I come out, mind. Everybody's like, "Get back in there!" Sake. Oh, Mari, all that amazing work you did about my star sign. I fucking deleted the whole fucking lot. I deleted everything off WhatsApp. I deleted Spotify. I deleted all my things that I need simply because I think I wanted to take a picture of a hedgehog or something, and it wouldn't let me. It was something ridiculous like that. Fuck's sake. Right, next.
Spirit animal.
I've done self-hedgehog.
Oh, have you? You didn't give any detail. Why?
Oh, because I've only just realised it's my spirit animal. So I couldn't sleep the other day because I was worried. Oh, this is like part of the preamble. The hedgehog is part of the preamble. The hedgehog is part of the story about my spiritual awakening. Linda, I'm not bloody doing it tonight, mate. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. But this is part of it. This is part of it. I went out because I haven't been able to sleep. Been worried about this, been worried about that, been worried about the other. So instead of just laying there worrying, I have been getting up and getting out. So I went out when we had that big full moon. Was it Monday? I don't know. Because I forgot to look on the actual, like, before I went to bed when it was out. So I got back at +1 or something like that. I thought I'm going to go and look at that fucking moon. I got out there, cloud, couldn't see a fucking thing. I looked down and there's a bloody hedgehog on the floor. I was like, and I could see his little heart going boom, 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 boom. I shut him up. And so I just like moved a little bit away so I was scaring him. And I'm like, I sent him all this love. I was like, I love you, you little spiky sod. Don't be scared, I'm not going to hurt you. And it was like he understood me and he sort of went, oh, all right. And then he walked off down the road. Crossed the road, actually. It was a hedgehog crossing the fucking road. Yeah. And then I came home and I thought there must be something to that. I've seen a hedgehog under an amazing full moon, even though I don't see the moon, but I saw the hedgehog. And so I came and I looked him up. Turns out I'm a hedgehog. So the thing about a hedgehog, spiky, me, I'm a right bitch. Okay, that's fine. It's to protect myself, you see. It's a self-protection mechanism. So spiky, be pretty fucking horrible when I want to be. And hedgehogs hoard food. Brilliant. They're loners. Brilliant. They like the night, obviously, and they like the moon, and it's something to do with the feminine energy. And so all of a sudden, I'm like a fucking hedgehog. But I've only found that out this week. But that is part of my this weird thing that's been happening to me all week. Right, carry on next.
What's your earliest memory?
Now, I don't know if this is me in a pram. I think it might be me looking at my cousin in a pram. I think I'm in the kitchen, literally this one. This house has been in our family ever since it was built in the Second World War for the soldiers to come out. I think my cousin was in a pram in the kitchen. That's it. Mark, I can't remember what happened Wednesday.
All right.
Not a very good one.
What's your favourite place in Britain?
At Glastonbury.
You want to say a brief thing why? I mean, I know people will know you've spoken of it before, but
there's such a thing. I can't remember what they call it, but there is such a thing as they even talk about it in the Glastonbury tourist information. They've got like a little warning. I can't remember what they call it. It's like Glastonbury fever or something. There's something that when you go there, the energy is so strong, you immediately want to live there. That's me. To the point, this is another element of my
that came
awakening.
before the hedgehog, didn't it?
It came before the hedgehog. It's a hedgehog. I've got that thing that people have when they go to Glastonbury. It's a real thing, and there's actually blogs written about it and everything. And I have got that, but I'm not going to deny it. I just love it. But I'm not going to move there. There's us breaking news. And it's because of the hedgehog. But Glastonbury, not here where I live, even though I'm not going to move from here. This is not my favourite place in the world. I can't fucking stand it. But I'm not going to move here from here. Glastonbury. Because I can be 100% myself. You can sit in a coffee shop and they're not talking about their shellac nails. They're talking about fucking 5G. And I love that. Because then I can just go, okay, yeah, phew, I'm home. Sorry, yeah. Next.
Best gig.
Oh, that's a hard one. Pixies.
Oh.
Yeah, you thought I was going to say David Byrne, didn't you?
No, not necessarily. No.
I'm in love with David Byrne and his music and Talking Heads, and I would sell the house if Tom Tom Club and David Byrne got back together to go and see it. But the Pixies, he was just on there non-stop for like 2 hours. He's older than me. I could barely fucking walk. And it was just like banger after banger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And Mark got that, and we saw that, Margaret, in
Galway.
Galway. That's why we went there.
Well, one of the reasons. I mean,
yeah, but it was the main reason. It's the only reason you could get me off my arse to go there. Tell them the story.
Yeah, well, no, we both wanted to go to Ireland for some time, so I was like, let's go, and like Liz was reluctant
because I'm a bit of a fucking hermit
or hedgehog.
I'm a hedge,
and so I was like, we had a week off leave around your birthday that year, so I was like, right, I want to do this. So, and funny enough, I was just Googling what music would be in Galway that time.
Hold on, honestly.
Sorry,
I come and say hello.
Bloody hell.
Take your head round
Hello,
here.
everybody.
No, come on, they want to see your face.
Didn't
Over here. Put your head there. Don't knock that off. Keep coming in.
Sorry, I thought you were.
No, we've rambling.
All right.
There he is.
How's it going? All right.
Stay there, down a bit, down a bit. Oh, Connor.
What?
Close your eyes a minute. Close your eyes a minute. I'd like to introduce you to Space Cow.
Oh my goodness.
You only call it Space Pig.
Oh,
He's going to have his own shorts.
brilliant.
Yeah, I mean shorts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Space Cow.
yeah, pretty good.
He's done most of the fucking talking tonight.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you about what I was going to talk to you about later.
What is it? Is it serious?
No, it's not serious. No, me and Chloe can go on holiday.
Where to?
Romania.
Oh, nice.
But after Christmas, though, probably for New Year. I was wondering if we had any plans.
I've never got any plans.
Right, so it's going to be after Christmas, 100%.
But that thing I bought you last Christmas, the hotel
Yeah, that's what we're
voucher,
using. Yeah.
make sure it don't run out, mind.
Yeah, that's what we're going to use. We're going to book it now. But yeah. But yeah, it'll be after Christmas.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Cool.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Say bye to Space Cow.
Bye, Space Cow.
Thanks.
Bye.
And Mark. Baby Space Cow.
Bye.
Enjoy your Guinness.
Tell Chloe to log on. She'll like watching Space Cow.
All right.
Thanks. Linda says hi. Connor.
Hi, Linda.
Yeah.
How's it going?
How is it going, Linda? It's going all right, I think. Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Linda.
Bye, Linda. What would you say?
Oh, yeah, so just anyway, I was googling like music in Galway on that particular week, looking for Irish music. Turned out it was some international music festival, and I saw the Pixies were playing, and it's like Liz had said before, oh, I wish I could see the Pixies, so like book tickets for everybody. So I was trying to keep it as a surprise, But then Liz was like, "Oh no, I don't want to go to Ireland. We're gonna bloody have to go because I've got you all bloody tickets to go and bloody see the Pixies. Go away."
Yeah, so I was excited.
Yeah, and it was brilliant, and the whole trip was brilliant. Galway is wonderful.
It was so brilliant. The airport wasn't brilliant, but moving on. Carry on next.
That wasn't in Galway, but anyway.
That wasn't in Galway.
No. What makes you laugh?
Me.
See? Just did. Yeah. Brilliant.
I'm fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And sometimes when I've done something hilarious, like in these live streams, I will go back and watch it like 77 times. And it still only says 1 viewer. I'm being serious. Connor's hilarious. My son is fucking hilarious. He takes after his mum.
Yeah.
But the Mighty Boosh, Peter Kay, Ricky Gervais, League of Gentlemen, what's his name? Alan Partridge, French and Saunders, quite a lot of things. I tell you what I don't like, and you might find this, I don't like really, really, really rude. Like, I don't like that Irish guy that talks about, I'm not even going to say it. And I don't like that ginger guy. I don't like that kind of really, really, I like Monty Python sort of humour. I like surreal. I like it a bit clever. Whereas just talking about somebody being fingered around a bike shed, I don't find that funny at all. That's the sort of thing that fucking Scottish guy finds amusing. I don't find that funny. It's not clever. But whereas, bouncy, bouncy, oh, such a good time, bouncy, bouncy, shoes all in a line, bouncy. But that's hilarious if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, really, 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 really smutty stuff. I don't fucking like that. It's not very clever. There's no brains gone into that. They just say funny. Harry, that's funny. It's not.
Where would you most like to go that you've never been to?
Where would I like to go that I've never been to? It's not really anywhere. I'm not really that sort of person, am I? You are. You've got a fucking bucket loads of places.
We
oh
definitely.
no, I'm thinking.
No, I'm just saying we definitely ticked some big ones off the list.
I'm thinking.
I know you're thinking.
I don't. I only ever wanted to go to Ireland and Norway, and I've done it. I want to go back to Ireland and back to Norway, but you can shove the rest of Russia. But we sort of did when we were at Shirkeness, right at the top.
No, but we didn't go into Russia.
Russia.
And there's other parts, many other parts of it.
Yeah, I think Russia
would
be the only place.
Yeah. Favourite painting or work of art?
Now, Monk did this painting of basically it was his sister dying and his mum was just sat there with her. That's my favourite painting, and I got to see that in Oslo. And Caleb nearly died when he was little, see, and so I was that mother sat on the side of the bed, thinking my son was going to die. I was that painting, and I got to see that, and I sat down because there was one of them little square box bench things in front of the painting. I sat down, I started crying, and then Caleb was with us, and he sat down by me and put his arm around me. My fucking giant, tall, massive, amazing son, who's here to fucking sit down and look at that painting with me. That was such a beautiful moment. He just put his arms around me and we just both looked at the painting. He knew why I was in tears. Next.
Well, I mean, when would you want to call it a night at some stage?
Oh, come on, get on with it.
All right, we do, lovely. That was a powerful moment.
It's gone now.
Favourite writer or author?
I ain't got one. I haven't got one. I thought it was George Orwell, but it isn't. I don't have one. No, I just don't.
No, all right. Well, it used to be George Orwell.
Yeah, it used to be George Orwell, but it ain't anymore. I see everything so cynically now. You know what I mean? He was my favourite author because I thought he had some sort of fucking amazing ability or premonition, but now I know he's part of the fucking Fabian Society, and I'm like, I'm over it. I can't idolise people anymore when I know they're trying to fucking march me into a gulag. I'm all right. So I don't have one.
If you had a time machine, where would you go to?
What, backwards or forwards? Oh, that
Options are open.
could be a sad one, couldn't it? I'd want to go back to see my mum again. You're fucking depressing me.
Well,
or maybe I'm just depressing myself. This is like the tarot cards. They just like go, and then you're looking at a reflection of yourself through that.
Well, yeah. I mean, the thing is, people might have answered that just like, "Oh, I'd want to go to see if Atlantis existed, or see when Stonehenge was built." You know what I mean?
Oh, I see my mum.
Which is beautiful and absolutely,
because
yeah,
that's
how you choose
the most impactful person in my life. I'm sorry, yeah, I would like to know how they built Stonehenge, but not more than I'd like to see my mum again.
Yeah, and that's
absolutely fine. Yeah.
What's the answer to life, the universe, and everything?
Love.
There we go.
And it is, and laughter.
Yeah.
You have to laugh at it because it takes the bullets out the gun. Laughter does. You can't actually physiologically, good word, is that the right word? Or it's like, yeah, it is, I think. You can't frown and laugh at the same time. You look like a twat, like sort of like a potato person if you do, but it's not comfortable. You have to laugh, even in the darkness. And I've been to the darkness fucking hundreds of times. But you can't stay there long when somebody makes you laugh. That's why Connor is so fucking brilliant, because he'll just come out with something like that and I'm just like out of it. It's like magic laughing. Next.
Favourite film?
Lord of the Rings. Fellowship.
Well. TV programme?
What about it?
Favourite? You know, can be streaming, recent or old.
What I'm thinking. I like favourite TV. I suppose The Office. It's something you go back to again and again and again. And Alan Partridge.
How do we fight the New World Order? I think we sort of answered
We're
this.
doing it right now.
Oh, yeah.
See what we're doing here?
Yeah.
And you guys in the chat coming in and listening to us two numpties and chatting to each other is lifting your vibration. It's and they don't want that. They want you to be worried to death about the war, worried to death about the monkeys, worried to death about this, worried to death about that, worried to death about stabbing. Please don't get me wrong. I get in a right fucking depressed mood sometimes. But then when I'm in my most depressed mood, I go, bing, you've got to do this on the live stream. I was like, right, okay, do that on the live stream. And it's this, what we're doing now, is a life raft in the fucking sea of sharks. We are in our own, all of us like, it says 12 up there, find that hard to believe. We're in a life raft right this second that we've built. Me and Mark are sitting here like numpties, and you chose to come and sit with us. And we're swimming around. The sea is still full of sharks, but we're having a right old laugh in our life raft, don't we?
Yeah, indeed.
Right, go.
Yeah. Oh, what's the strangest job you've ever had? Oh, well, I suppose it could be like a thing you did.
I am
part of a job,
I'm thinking. I've had loads.
Yeah,
my very first job was up the road, and it was it's not there anymore. Plastic moulding factory, and apparently, if you put the wrong, because you don't have to put this plastic in the top, and then it can get hot, and then you burn your fucking self, and it'll make like a funny little plastic moulding thing. Apparently, I don't know if it's true, but if you put the wrong one in with the wrong one, you get mustard gas. That's what they used to tell us. So I don't know if that was right or wrong. But the weirdest job I've ever done. I don't think that was weird. I've done so many
tennis balls, Wimbledon or something.
I didn't do that. No. That's up the road.
Ah, okay.
Different place.
Different place.
I've had so many fucking jobs, you name it. The only thing I haven't done is work with old people. I've worked with every other dynamic.
Yeah.
The weirdest job. Oh, pervert. He was a fucking pervert. When I was at uni, making egg mayonnaise sandwiches.
For perverts.
For perverts.
That's a website nowadays. Egg mayonnaise sandwiches for perverts. It's a niche.
.com.
But, you know.
Yeah, making
Right.
sandwiches.
There's a whole wealth of other questions that are following from that, but we're not going to ask them.
I ain't got a fucking answer them either. But
Yes.
Space Cow, mate.
What would you tell yourself as a child if you could?
Oh, you're not fat. You're not fat. I mean, I am now, but I thought I was as a kid. I spent my whole, yeah, I would say you're not fat. There we go. Next, because that might sound really trite and superficial. It's fucked up my whole life, and my life isn't fucked up, but it's had a massive next.
What's the next thing?
Fucking psychology couch, innit?
What's the next thing you're going to create?
The next thing I'm going to create, I need to finish those. I've got to do the next chapter. I'm having a break because the last chapter I read out was really fucking depressing, so I'm having a break. The next thing I'm going to create, and I have to do, is I started painting moths on those little wooden discs, and I forgot and started gluing bottles to bits of wood and painting that. So I'm going to finish painting moths on bits of wood. It's going to be my next creation.
That's your Mothman prophecy.
Mothman. Don't hide behind that.
Oh.
Yeah, we've got loads of bloody pillows here.
I'm all right, my little lovely.
All right.
If you were an inanimate object, what would you be?
A tree.
Yeah, good one. Yeah. Fish or a bird? What would you rather be?
Oh God, a bird! I fucking hate fish. It's their mouths. Fucking makes me feel fucking sick. Fish's mouths.
Horse or dog? What do you prefer?
What do you mean? What would I be, or what do I? Who do I
Take
prefer?
it any which way you like.
Dogs, but I do like smelling horses. Did you say horse?
Yeah.
I love the smell of a horse. Next.
If you could be invisible, who or where would you like to spy on?
Next door. See where she nicked your trousers from next. Yes, she did. No, that's a joke. No, it's not a joke. She did nick that trousers.
No, yeah.
£100 worth of fucking Christmas present.
Right. Okay.
I'm thinking, who would I like to spy on? Oh, I suppose I would kind of like. Oh, but I don't think I want to see. I don't think I want my eyes muddied by it. You would like to be in on these secret meetings, wouldn't you? But then it's the after party. You probably wouldn't want to.
No, you wouldn't be
Dirty. You have to clean your eyes.
No, you wouldn't be for that. Not at all.
No.
If forced to listen for 7 hours straight, would you rather listen to Elton John or Bruce Springsteen?
Springsteen. Elton John makes me want to punch myself in the face.
Bruce Springsteen's close, though.
No, he's asked that question. My ex-husband was fucking obsessed with Springsteen. My ex-fiance, different bloke. Elton John. So what have you asked me that for, you twat? Because I hate them. Yeah, but Elton John's a fucking pedo, so he is.
What? Yes, indeed. Okay, I'm not denying that. And YouTube algorithms, that's just conjecture. Allegedly.
I've seen Springsteen. Oh, I've seen both of them. Springsteen was the best.
Yeah.
But he was like, no, you're not coming to my gig unless you're
Oh,
so he's a twat. I mean, if I went to see him, I'd punch him.
What's your
Epstein.
What's your favourite food?
All of it. Next.
Oh, that's a bit evasive, that is.
My favourite food is all of it. You've been married to me for 10 years.
You've got favourites, though.
Burgers.
Right.
Fancy ones with all the bits.
Beam of Light or Rock of Ages? That was a bit more. Ooh.
We've had this conversation before, haven't we? But apparently there are nibbles in the other. Eh? Do you remember I said to Mark, it's going to be so shit when you ascend. You're this fucking vacuous. Is vacuous? What's that mean? Sort of
Empty.
Yeah, vacuous bit of gas. I don't know. Floating around for fucking ever, being all fucking. Fucking. What's the word? Illuminated and fucking. But there's no nibbles. So what's the point? You know, forever. You're this fucking illuminated fucking bit of gas floating around, and I'm just consciousness these days. I'm consciousness, and I ain't got a mouth. So what's the fucking point?
Well, we have listened to that.
But then we listened to something the other day, and that was something to do with my awakening. It wasn't because he said there was nibbles on the other side. But I think it was. He said something about it, didn't he? But yeah, who knows?
So maybe it's in the thing where when you get a bit bored, they can come back and incarnate as a physical thing. So maybe
have a burger.
Maybe it's because they want
Go
nibbles.
Back again.
Maybe it's basically
that's why
nibbles.
I'd come back.
Nibbles. Favorite god or spiritual entity?
I don't have one anymore. I don't have a god. I don't. Samwise. Samwise Gamgee.
Oh.
And Aragorn. They're my archetypes.
Like it. What creature would you least like to see in front of you?
A fucking snake.
What?
And then I see this bloody thing. Okay, so all of a sudden we found out that if we moved to Malaysia, we'd be millionaires. And so I'm like to Chloe, yeah, but the snakes come out through the toilet and bite you on the arse. She's like, no, but there are a lot of snakes. But no. The next day, I saw this thing on the fucking internet. In this country, python bites man on the ghoulies whilst he's on the toilet.
It's happened a few times with
what?
Snakes in toilets.
What the fuck? There's snakes on planes, not snakes in toilets. What are you? What?
Well, it's happened other times. Because obviously people keep snakes, and if they escape, they tend to like to go. I mean, there's been other stories. Yeah, there have been other reports of it.
Oh, I'm gonna need a commode.
Well, that's
the worst thing in the world. Do you remember when you were little and you watched Jaws and you thought it was going to come out of the plug hole in the bath? I've got over that, but a snake coming up the toilet to bite you, oh my fucking Christ. What, and it's actually bitten people in this country?
No, I'm not aware of it actually biting people.
A python bit a man on the ghoulies. It was in the front cover of the Daily Star.
I love that punchline. You come to the end of it.
True.
It was in the Daily Star. So it's got to be true.
Oh, I'm so scared.
But these things do happen.
Stop saying that!
Okay, obviously not here. Yeah. Ow.
That was base count.
I'm done.
That wasn't 50 questions.
Well, it was.
You had 50 questions, I get 4.
I've asked you more than that. But some of them you've already answered during the course of the discussion and my questions. Give
me that. I'll read me own bloody questions then.
All right.
I can't believe you. I've spent all that bloody time.
I've done it. What do you mean?
Best sporting moment.
No, well, I chose not to.
0.
That's not true because you've had sporting moments.
I was used to be quite sporty.
There you go.
But none of them are best. All right, being picked for the tennis team. It was a team, weirdly.
Well, I thought you could also go down the route of getting shouted at by John McEnroe at Wimbledon.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's
not when you were playing. You weren't playing him. You weren't that good. Could have been. Could have been a contender. But you went to watch, didn't you?
Yeah, when it was about 11. The school went up to watch Wimbledon. And I can't remember where it was in the. Oh yeah, two things happened with John McEnroe. Me and John McEnroe don't get on. So it's in the 80s, and you can watch it back, and he's really getting cross and shouting at members of the crowd, and that was me
making a noise.
Making a noise. Me and my friends. He's getting fucking mental. He's going having a right old go.
Difficult to make.
Shouting, and it's at me. And then it's a true story. And then we were trying to get autographs, and he came out. You wouldn't believe he's like a Nephilim. He's massive. And he had about,
is he?
Yeah, he's really fucking. Well, maybe I was just small.
Well, you were.
He came out and he felt like he was a fucking tall giant, and he had all these massive fucking bags, loads of tennis rackets. I don't just have one, mind. I asked him for his fucking autograph, and maybe he recognised me because he just swung it when and nearly knocked me fucking head off with fucking tennis racket. And so there was this little fucking gimp running around after him. I said, "Can I have your autograph?" He went, "You're not really famous." I said, "Just." By that point, I just wanted a bit of fucking words on a bit of paper. So yeah, I've had really weird experiences with John McEnroe. Strangely.
Yeah, there you go, see? Yeah. See, there was more to that than you thought.
There was actually.
At first, there you go.
Do an impression. I cannot believe you didn't tell me to do an impression.
Well, you know.
Of what?
Well, that's sort of for you.
Am I good at impressions? Do I ever do impressions? Of what? I don't think I'm very good at it.
It's never stopped you by getting me to do them.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, ask me to do it, and I'll do it. Ask me to do one, like I say to you, Mark.
Oh.
Watch this.
All right.
Sit up, please. Be part of the program. Mark.
Yeah.
Sit up.
I'm trying.
I know it's very uncomfortable. This.
No, actually, it was quite comfortable, but
Mark.
moving. I'm not. I'm doing it.
Mark, shush. Peacock. Archbishop Desmond Tutu. Teresa from Billing. The Antichrist.
I am the Antichrist.
That's not how it goes.
I couldn't remember.
I am the beast.
No.
No, that sounds to Crowley.
No, it's yeah, I don't like it.
Oh yeah.
It's about broccoli house.
We did a song.
Broccoli house.
We did a song which you deleted for
We're
some reason.
literally singing it now.
Genius.
Broccoli houses to protect us from the Antichrist. Broccoli houses because he doesn't think they're very nice.
No, I don't like it.
I made a giant broccoli head out of a cushion.
Yeah.
And it was
genius. But it's been deleted now.
Ask me to do one like that then. You tell me and I'll do it.
All right, do an impression of John McEnroe.
No.
What?
Ask me another one.
What? Well, I think choose one. Because I'm just going to say things. You can say no.
Oh my God, Rick! We had so many shorts of broccoli, and then I got all self-conscious. I'm surprised the channel's still up. Come on, ask me another one, and when I agree with it, I'll do it.
All right. David Bowie.
No.
Well, this is going to be
Where's another person?
All right, do an impression of. Oh no, you do this. You did the game, didn't you?
What game?
So it's your.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really good at impressions of
all right,
vegetables.
do broccoli. Then, as we've talked about broccoli.
That could also be mashed potato.
No.
Fuck you and you know.
I think mashed potato is a bit more free.
I never said that your peacock sounded shit.
You have said it quite
Seriously, we go to Corsham and there's millions of peacocks, and I get Mark to do that, and then one appears. He's going to get raped by a peacock one of these days.
Well, I keep trying.
That's bestiality, Mark. That's not funny on any level.
Is it bestiality if it does it to you?
Oh, I don't know.
Asking for a friend. Probably yes. I think the answer probably is still yes. That's like one of those letters you send in to, like, who used to be Days of Agony aunts. It's like, yeah, Brunella or whatever your name is.
Peacock R word. What the fuck are we going on about?
Oh, we've said the R word in its fullest sense.
Oh, bollocks to it. Give me another vegetable.
Unfortunate
Give me another vegetable.
Leek.
This isn't how the game works. I've got to do it and then you guess what it is.
Yeah, but
I'm going to do that now. No, I'm doing it again now. But everybody, fingers on buzzers, please. It's a long time since you've had a quiz. It's a treat for you. It's a little treat. I'm a vegetable. I made this game up in the pub. Will you keep Space Pig still? That's all I can say.
She's called you Space.
It's a cow. Right, okay, everybody. What vegetable is this? I've got to think of it first. What vegetable is this? Go. I'm just sitting there until they answer. I've got all fucking night, look.
Can you do it again?
Oh my god, you got right! It's a pea! It's not just any old pea though. It's not just any old pea though. Can anybody guess what specific kind of pea this is? Bloody hell, Linda! What's that, a fucking carrot, Mari? What's the matter with you? Broccoli? Are you on cracked green tea? A sour pea? No, no. It's a bird's eye petit pois. Obviously. Well done, Linda. Fucking hell. Should we just end it on that?
Yeah.
And it's goodbye from me. Get out the picture. We'll end it with Space Pig. Right.
Bye, everybody.
Right.
Thanks.
You better stand where you can turn it off because I can't.
Oh,
Thanks, everybody. Love you loads. Thanks for putting up with our nonsense and our sometimes we were a little bit what are you doing? Stop it. We over disclosed a little bit tonight. I don't care.
Well, that was you when you had your OnlyFans moment, but I mean,
I'm not sitting on this chair again. Right. Bye, everybody. Love you loads.
bye.
Hurry up.